How's it going? Happy Wednesday. I decided to do a bonus stream. I might do a bonus Wednesday stream every week this month just to say thank you for all the support last month. Thank you guys. If I can manage it. Thank you so much. Wednesdays are not... Wednesdays, I probably won't... Oh, Mason, thank you, dude. Mason. Thanks, Mason. Nine months. Hopefully our Twitch baby has the cleanest bum. I couldn't help it. All right. 9 whole months. Ready? And a 1. I'm going to squeeze this rubber chicken 9 times. This is your warning to turn your volume down or up, depending on your preferences. I don't know. Do what you want. I'm not your mom. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. All right. Thank you, Mason. I really appreciate you. Thanks. Reese Cup, we're doing well. Thank you so much. Hi, Mazzle Dazzle. Fairy's here. Brianna's here. Just a Fan is here. Snatching that first away from everybody. I actually was sitting here going, and Just a Fan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted backwards from 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a Fan. I knew you were going to catch it this day. I just knew it. It's not unusual. And Forest Cabin Reads, who is Aunt Chen. Hi, Z minus, no worries. No worries. Lurks are super appreciated. Forest Cabin Reads, out here making me change my raid requirements. Is Rue, if you guys did not know that. That's Rue. That's Rue's new Twitch channel. Please make sure you're following. She has the followers required for affiliate. But why would we stop there? Okay. I love you. I appreciate all your support. Rue is responsible for the raid video. And also has like an Instagram and a website and Etsy shop and all that stuff. So if you go here to the link tree, all that stuff is there. And Rue is trying to save up for a new PC so we can be sweatlords in Fortnite again. With witnesses. Is this where we keep the bread? Fairy, look what came in the mail yesterday. I'm going to confuse the heck out of some Gen Z kids in the shop in this. Huge thank you to Robot Hamster for funding that off my throne. Psst. There's a naughty word on there. It's just in Piglet. Anyways, I love you. Fairy's shop is really cool. You guys should check it out. I know she'll never post the link herself. I think it's just fairywings.com will take you there, right? You are the sweat lord. Yep. Go check it out. There's phone cases. There's tote bags. There's sweatshirts, like hooded sweatshirts. There's mugs. There's, oh my God.
The most competitive person I know.
You guys. Hello. Hi, Robot Wizard. Welcome in. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? That. I sure do have to call you out in 1080p Because this is adorable and it has a chicken. It's like you designed it just for me. We love you. I was happy to see you doing a baking stream today. If I wasn't busy, like, trying to, like, you know, I got everyone off to school today and I was like, my God, I need to bathe. I just like, you know, I was like, life is busy for all the right reasons, but it is hectic sometimes. And I do have to remember to like stop and go like, is there anything I need to do for myself right now? Because it's so easy to shove it all to the side. You know, here is your daily reminder to practice your self-care, to prioritize yourself, if only for 15 minutes. You deserve it. It can be hard to make that time, but it's worth it 100% because you're worth it, okay? This is so cool. I love it. But look, there's all kinds of cool stuff on here. Emotional glitter. I love that. Do you have these in Android cases or just, oh my goodness, all for iPhone? That's okay. I'm an Android girl. Emotional glitter mug, sweatshirt. Love it. Allegedly. Oh my goodness. Jingle shells. Oh my gosh. If you're a mermaid lover and you need some holiday wear, look at this. You're on top of it. You got all your holiday stuff out already. Delulu is a pillow. Delulu is the Salulu. And the Jolly Cluck Cluck is because you have someone who works at Costco in the... oh my goodness. Delulu level. What does this say? I am not angry. I'm pumpkin spicy. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. $35. That's not unreasonable at all. And it's their service is fast and you're supporting our friend. And if you're like, wow, that's like not enough money. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. You can throw a tip on top of your purchase. Not that I would know. Well, we love you. I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable. I honestly love these designs. I love you. I love your sense of humor. And look, featured coffee cups, pride, spooky, inspirational, snarky fandoms, knit, seasonal fantasy, fairy wing stickers. So if you want some logo stuff, there's a logo, hoodie and t-shirt. Oh my gosh, how cute are these? What? I didn't know this was a thing. Look at these skinny tumblers. Do you own any of these, Fairy? I'm curious about the quality. And here's the thing. So we have the other tumbler and the lids are really brittle. I hate to say it. And I've been meaning to message them and be like, hey, just so you know, because I got your other one. I have the, you may be wearing your pumpkin spicy hoodie right now. Toss a tip to your fairywings.com purchase. It is phenomenal and the lid is solid. The other one, because I've also designed this other one, and I have one of mine and one of yours, and I like that it's a bit bigger. Where is it? Coffee cups. It's this one. The lids on this one are extremely fragile. Hi, hot pants. You don't use the lids. You put ice in it overnight with the lid on and the ice is still icy in the morning. Dude, I have an ice shaker cup that Gamehers sent me. Same. It's wild how long they keep things cold and hot, actually. They'll keep them nice and hot, too. I love this cup. The cup itself, very sturdy, great design, etc. The lids for this particular tumbler, because I have this same design in my fourth wall, or this same product with a different design in my fourth wall, and not my favorite. The lids break easily. If you drop them once, they're done. Anyways, I've been meaning to message them about that. That's not your fault. And you can buy other lids. So like, get the thing, get the tumbler, just get a package. You heard there was a loud extrovert here. Sincerely, one of Fairy's moderately introverted friends. I collect introverts. Welcome. But Fairy will tell you, I'm that introvert who will be, or that I'm that extrovert who will be like the social shield for you. And like, I'm not offended if people get quiet, and I let them just, and I can sit with somebody in silence, but I also am not like mad if you're not jumping into the conversation, and I don't worry. I went, Fairy Wings, I choose you. Because I just love people. I'm gross like that. I mean, I can also be like, oh, people. What kind of Pokeball is Fairy in?
Choose me?
Thank you, Robot Wizard. Thank you for the choose you sticker. Seriously, like, I love this design. And all the other fun stuff in here. There's stickers, sticker sheets. Oh my God, thou shalt not try me. Mood 24/7. Oh my goodness. Anyways, ooh, this is cute. Little witchy corn. I love that. So this is, this is a longtime friend of the channel. We watched the Cinnabar clip the other day, Fairy. I don't know if you were lurking or here. I don't think you were in chat, but you might have been lurking. We watched the Cinnabar clip the other day when I'm in my yard. And it, hashtag blame Sin, for, introducing me to the Ohana. And, I am very thankful for our friendship. I would not be where I'm at if it weren't for you, Ohana, Positive AF, all the people who I met through creative and all of that.
What are we making today? Something evil. Are we finally crocheting something to take over the world 9?
To take over the world with kindness and love. Yes, Gru. We are crocheting the back panel of the corner to corner pillow. I finished the front panel. I have a question for everybody. Oh my goodness, no. Mm-mm. Lily? I can't with you today. What's going on? That's another Steve Carell sound. What do you know? Thank you. Thank you for the stickers. I love him.
I shall mark this down. Day 2. No evil crochet. We will try again tomorrow, I suppose.
Thank you for the sticker. Thank you very much for the sticker, Chris. Thank you for... thank you. Thank you for the choo-choo sticker. Thank you for the chew sticker. Thank you for the 100 bits for the loud noises. Z-, thank you. We're at 3,000 out of 5,000 bits for a sticker party, by the way. Lily, thank you for starting a hype train. I love your face. When we complete level 3 hype trains, I have to get up and do 50 jumping jacks. When we complete level 4 hype trains, we're no longer offering the bread hat. You can only get the bread hat from a 5-bomb and maybe from some charity donations. Okay? Look. Half an hour in that bread hat. Do you... Listen, Hello, thank you. These first-time chats. Did you summon everybody? You summoned these new chatters, didn't you, Fairy? I love you. Listen, we'll still do Wheel of Onesie for level 4, all right? Level 5 equals a $10 donation to the charity of chat's choice. Oh my goodness. Can wait like it thick and fried.
Another one.
Thank you. How do I say your username? That is so kind of you. You just had a first-time chat, and then you do a 5-bomb. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, of course you guys do. Yeah. Yo, this stream is a gold mine. I mean, I'm glad you feel that way.
Nice.
Of course, when you reach level 3, I do 50 jumping jacks or when you complete level 3, because we're at 27% of level 3. Robot Wizard, thank you for the gift sub to 5-bomb. No, that doesn't count. I adore you. Thank you for your support. Amanda from St. Jude, thank you so much. Justifan 1 2 3 4 5 6, Anarchy Chaos, Wrong Way, and Skyrim Queen 89. That's interesting. Amanda from St. Jude, right when we start creative season. Thank you very much. Is it Stuart? Steve for English speakers. Excellent. Steve. Anyway, instructions were unclear. Okay, I got you. All right. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. They're ridiculous. Hey, so Rue, did you know before you started this new channel that they were going to introduce new categories? Did you guys notice? There are new categories under creative. School fundraiser. Yes. I already said that. Yes, of course. You get 3. When we hit level 3, I'm agreeing with you. We've always done it that way, Z minus. When you hit level 5, it's not like I'm like, okay, forget about level 3 and level 4. I do the jumping jacks. We spin the onesie wheel and we do the donation to charity. He was like, hey, real wink, wink. Well, Lego and brick building. Lego and brick building is a thing. Pix has the insider info, huh? Or maybe he just found out at the same time as the rest of us. I don't know. Onesie wheel doesn't happen until you guys haven't even completed level 3, and that's fine. I appreciate you. No jumping hats in the no jumping jacks in the bread hat. No bread hat unless you gift 5 subs, and then I will attach it. I'll attach that the charity alerts to the new St. Jude campaign when I've published it. But I'm waiting to publish my campaign until maybe after like the first week of creative season, because I want to make sure all my teammates on our team Quirky Cluckers are set up, that they don't have questions, and that we are setting them up for success, and that the early birds are getting all the donations to their campaigns. Abstract Halo got us started yesterday and has already gotten some donations for their St. Jude Creative campaign. Let's go. This still has, it's okay. We can fix that. I can fix it. It still has the other code We'll fix it. Because we have this now. I love both organizations. They're both amazing. If you guys, this is so tough. How about this? If you complete a level 5, I will donate to we will raffle off a $10 donation to one of our teammates for creative for our team. Oh, too late. It's all good. Maybe we'll do that until I open my campaign, and maybe we'll do it after I open my campaign. I would love to help our teammates. And we could always like eliminate each person from eligibility until we've done it for everyone who has an open campaign. Thank you very much for the hype train. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, they started a hype train and distracted me from the crocheting. Spock. So, all right. This actually is worth discussing while I have this scene kind of set up with a browser, etc. You guys know we've had this command here for a while. This is kind of big news for our space, for like makers and crafting people and creative streamers. And I mean, am I even in that category right now? No. Because it's really hard sometimes since there's not as many viewers a lot of times, right? So I flip back and forth between makers and crafting and sometimes even art, and just chatting, because I'm trying to draw people from just chatting, which is
to the fart zone.
Macca, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to the Fart Zone, Raiders. This is perfect. It's perfect. This discussion we're about to have concerns many of you. That is hands down the most enthusiastic fart. So you guys win. You win the fart zone. You win. Were you talking about the fart zone today? Because you win. It's all yours. You can have it. You can have the fart zone. I surrender. Listen, so we were just about to... No, welcome in, readers. Hi.
Start in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
Did you like rile them up about Fart Zone before you rated in, Macca? And here, this is Macca's favorite thing ever. I did it for you, Macca. Macca! Thank you for rating the channel. You're our first raid of the day. Macca and Robot Wizard, and Steve. Macca, Robot Wizard, Steve, what stickies do you want? Macca, we're doing stickies for raiding parties as well, and you also get to pick my pair eyewear. What were you up to? Were you brick building? There is a new Lego and brick building category, which is like the talk of the town right now. Hello, Miss Jean. Welcome in. I have thoughts about this. First of all, hi, Raven. No, you weren't summoned. I mean, there is a fish on my desk. A fish sticky. You get a sticky. Fish, spam. Steve, you get to pick one of these for being a sub-gifter. Cabbage, bread. You built more of the new Technic supercar. Welcome in, everybody. I see so many familiar names. I'm just going to do generally. Thank you all for being here. Bread for you, Steve. Bacon, garlic, broccoli, ham, bell pepper, salmon, steak, and squid. I don't know why I have to have so many, because I can't make things simple. Has to be the fish. You got it. Fish for Macca. Robot Wizard, which would you like? Thank you so much for helping update the raid board. And yes, we have a ton of really amazing content creators in here. Robot Wizard, thank you so much for the multi. Shout out for Zach, AZ, Brian. You want the steak one? Cool. Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm 9.5, and I'm called that because some of you are reciting this out loud right now. I'm missing half a finger. A very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname many years ago. Thankfully for said coworker, I have an excellent sense of humor. And the nickname stuck, unlike the top half of my finger. Traumatic childhood accident. Anyways, I do have a sense of humor about it. I clearly would not have used it as a username if I didn't. I'm actually cooking up possibly some fun stuff to do with Nubma, the return of Nubma. I'm going to tease the return of Nubma. If you don't know who that is, you'll find out. I have 9.5 digits. I'm going to write names on these. And then Maka, which pair eyewear would you like me to wear? I had the rainbow knit on. I love pair eyewear. I'm an affiliate. I don't make any money off being an affiliate because I spend it all on toppers. We got rainbow knit, 8-bit hearts. I didn't get the brick ones, and I should have, from the game night collection. The irises from the Van Gogh collection, Grogu, coffee beans, mint sparkle, pumpkin pin dot, arcade maze, Batgirl, cheetah spots, buffalo plaid, party chicks. These are the pop art. My husband and I own Arcade Maze. My husband and I own, I'm going to show everybody the rest of them anyways. Purple Sparkle, Lime Green. We have the Cats and Yarn. The Skulls and Roses from the Spooky collection. And Berry Jam Hexagons. I love pair eyewear. You have one pair of glasses or more if you want multiple styles. You have one base pair, and then you just take whichever one of these you want to wear, and you slap it right on there like that. Cluck and magnets, how do they work? It's so nice to have all of you here. I love the brick building community here. We built this on stream when we participated in the Stand Up to Cancer Stand Up Builders campaign. And what I'm doing today is actually related to that because it's a milestone from that I need to fulfill. And my incredible friend Pickstitch commissioned Thrawn's Revenge 66 before he was doing his own brickhead designs, and sent me the bricks, had Mevit pull the bricks for this. Mevit also did the bricks for the heart, like all of you would probably know because you're probably all part of the same circles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're new to Lego and brick building. We want more people to come in because of these categories. So like my TLDR about the new categories is I think it's a good thing. I just think we have to approach it a certain way. This is so amazing and was such a lovely gift for my friend Pix. I love Pix to the moon and back. And I have a lot of friends in Lego and brick building, and I love the community. It's been really awesome getting to know everyone. And I have actually done Gundam. AZ pop into chat and I go, I have actually done one Gundam kit. Just one so far. Just one. It was a Witch from Mercury kit that Jang picked out for me because I said if we hit this amount for charity, I'll do Gundam and I'll let Jang pick my first kit. And it was fun. It was enjoyable. I'd like to do it more. So at our shop in St. Helens, Oregon, which is where generally I'm located, this is the name of our shop is Pantheon Comics and Games. My husband and I sell comic books, graphic novels, TCGs, TTRPG stuff like Warhammer. We don't sell those. We don't sell those. That's just in here. That's just a free for subs sound alert in here. It's bring your own farts. It's true. It's true. We have D&D, Warhammer, Pathfinder, all that kind of stuff. Talking about, I have no idea what that means, Steve. I'm struggling to understand what you're saying. Witch from Mercury. Yes, it's a very good show, actually. I did watch some of the show. and I'd like to finish it at some point. I just don't have a lot of time for sitting and watching TV, unfortunately. Most of my entertainment consumption these days is lurking someone's Twitch stream while I'm like in my kitchen cooking and stuff like that. I think a lot of us are that way now. So I'm going to write names on these. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the raid, Mecca. If you need to read and run, I understand. If you have links you want to share, that's great. Steve Garfield's teddy bear. Do you mean? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, but you know what? That's a familiar place for me to be. Who said bread? I can't remember. Fish was Macca. Thank you, Macca. So what do you guys think about the new categories? And what all are they again? Macca, thank you. Pookie is Garfield's teddy. Okay. So I don't remember talking about Pookie. Struggling to understand what's happening right now. STVVRE. Thank you very much. Thank you for gifting those subs. I appreciate it. We had Twitch on the leaderboard with 108 gifted subs last month, which is wild. Dominated the leaderboard, in fact. Robot Wizard, thank you very much. And this was, you did 5. Thank you so much. And 5 bomb. Wrong way, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Appreciate you. Robot Wizard, was it just to 5 bomb? I think so. Thank you, friend. You think cross-pollination of communities will be more difficult segmenting out so many categories? Just 5 bombs. So far, Devil Onesie, you are so very appreciated. And you just being in here and then also being kind enough to wield a green sword. Like, what? I'm very lucky to have such awesome support in so many ways. Okay, I see. You like the bread hat, huh? What a Turk. Bread hats if you got them. Thank you. That is so incredibly kind. And I had no idea. I had no idea when I decided to do crowd control that bread was going to take over my stream. This is how it goes. We did supermarket simulator with crowd control enabled, and chat sent me so much bread that I could not walk to the trash can outside. And milk.
I'm coming for you.
Anyhow, I'm a fiber artist. I do Lego. We need to still finish the Pac-Man arcade, my son and I. We've just been busy. I also have the orchid in progress. I've made the bonsai. That's sitting on my desk. My husband's a big Lego fan. This month, our cheer goal, if we meet it, right there up at the top right corner, just so happens to be that I will give away I'll give away 4 advent calendars, Lego advent calendars. I've already ordered them. Hi, Ladybug Lily. Tomorrow, we're giving away, if you're a fiber artist or you've ever thought about trying crochet, tomorrow, we are giving away a Woobles Advent Calendar because you guys were completely insane last month. Woobles Advent Calendar giveaway tomorrow. You have to be following the stream, 18 and over and located in the U.S. or Canada. If you live outside the U.S. or Canada, I am offering a Hobie or We Crochet /Knit Picks gift card in the equivalent amount. So if you're an experienced fiber artist, these advents are super fun. If you've never crocheted in your life, they're a perfect way to start. So this is a great gift for anyone who is either already a fiber artist. Please don't hesitate to enter if you already know how to crochet. Woobles is aimed at brand new crocheters. Also, did we complete Brian's match challenge yet? I will extend the offer to teach Brian to crochet if we complete the match. It doesn't have to have been yesterday. I tried to motivate everyone to do it quickly for him. Have we completed Brian's match challenge for Starlight yet? I haven't looked at it today. Did you guys? Brian's going to scream at me. Guys, help. I would do it myself, but I'm so tapped out. I would do it myself. I did do some of it. I would do more. I would just complete it. I would fill the rest of the bar. He's $205 away from completing the donation match. Panko san, won't you come? You had to pick that, huh? And wash away the pain. Toya, I love you so much. You're lucky I love you so much. Phrasing, Toya, phrasing. Yes. One moment, please. Brian, he's going to scream at me. I can feel it. Next time I'm in his channel, I'm going to get it. I don't care. Brian's like the little bro or like the little cousin I just never had growing up. I adore him. I love what he's done with his community. I love what he stands for. He is a Starlight ambassador. He chose to do that, to represent Starlight in that way. I super appreciate him. And Captain Starlight swooped in at the very end of his campaign and said, hey, I'm going to do a donation match challenge. This organization is extremely close to my heart. When this happened, I was in the hospital for a whole month. Oh, Ladybug, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your first time chat. Welcome in. We're so happy to have you. And anyone who's new, thank you for coming in. We just hit 9,000 followers last month. Last month was so wild. We did a short campaign for Starlight and funded a handheld. It'd be awesome if we could help Brian take advantage of this donation match challenge. Who was that? You're getting called out in 1080p. It's just because it's one of Toya's favorite colors. It's completely innocent in here. But Toya likes to substitute that word in big donation energy. Absolutely, Steve. Big donation energy. Big donation energy. Robot hamster, you sweetheart. I'm sorry, you guys. This is what I'm famous for, okay? This is what I'm famous for. $145 out of $250 matched. 1 day, 6 hours, 12 minutes, 58 seconds. We complete the match. I will teach Brian to crochet. We will collab and I will teach Brian to crochet, and there's sure to be a lot of screaming. It's going to be great. Guaranteed content. I mean, Z minus, basically in here, we don't like to spell some things out, if that makes sense. We have the Shrek approach to Twitch content, okay? I'm PG-13-ish. I don't use profanity. But like, hey, let's go. We don't spell things out. So that people can have their kids listening. Oh, purple is. You just like the word bank instead of... I love you, Toya. You're amazing. I get it. You just want to understand. You want to understand. It's okay, Z minus. I do. I appreciate you being here. I do. We don't have to spell that one out necessarily. It's just sort of a funny inside joke. You know what I mean? It's just because Toya likes saying that. It's not really meant to say anything untoward. Toya's awesome. Mod love, please. Can we get some mod love in the chat? Toya mods for a couple of people here on the platform, at least. Maybe more than that. 170 out of 250, chat. 170. Let's go. 170. Thank you so much, everybody, for helping Brian. I'm so appreciative, and I know he is as well. Your donations are doubled during this match challenge. So, for example, Anonymous, with Captain Starlight's help, covered a delivery of toys, books, art supplies, and more. Steve, I'm not interested in bringing in 7 TV emotes. I'm good. We have BTTV. That's plenty. I don't need that many things to have to manage. And I don't like that the 7TV and BTTV emotes aren't visible on mobile. 40% of my viewership is mobile. Anonymous, $25. That's $50, and that's an arts and crafts delivery. Bellator, $5 is doubled. That's $10, which is 10 hours of VR for kids in the hospital. It's so incredible what they do. I'm more than happy to support my friends who support Starlight. I don't care if we're on the same charity team or Twitch team. If you're fundraising for Starlight, we're team kids. We're team Starlight. So I'm super proud of Brian. I'm really glad that he applied to be an ambassador and that they chose him. 195. Let's go. The link to donate is pinned at the top of chat. Can we get this done today? Can we check this box off of Brian's to-do list? I know I need to fix that emote or that command. I need to fix it. Yeah, fix it. We do love Starlight. We love Starlight, and I am just absolutely thrilled and beyond honored to be part of what they do in some small way. Here, how are we gonna... 195 out of 250, folks. So I hear you. Zach, about the categories. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, and we can just open it right in here. This has been a thing for a long time. It used to be there was just one category for all of us. And some people would that it were that way again. I don't think that we can go back to that. So when you go to that link, right, this is what you see. You're highlighted under creative, games, IRL, music and DJs, creative, esports. Those are the subcategories on Twitch for content, right? They announced the creator clubs. I did a video on YouTube about it, talking about how cool it is that they're introducing a way for people to network and to communicate with one another, affiliates and partners, via a Discord server and all this other stuff. The creator clubs is expanding to artists and makers, coding and co-working and coding, whichever way they're saying it, music, and what's the last one again? Artists and makers, coding and co-working, music, and VTubers. especially with like what's going on with Iron Mouse. And I don't know if you guys have met this other new VTuber who's gotten a lot of attention and traction lately, Moo Clover, who is a super sweetheart and like blew up all of a sudden on Twitch and on Twitter. I guess I'd been doing some other stuff previously, but VTubing is here to stay, whatever you think about it. Whatever you think about VTubing, it's here to stay, and I think it's great. It offers people who would otherwise feel like they can't create content that connects with people tools to be successful content creators. Like, what's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. So, I think it's wonderful, and Iron Mouse does amazing things for immune deficiency syndromes. Another charity supporter, Moo Clover is like brand new to Twitch, but is taking off and did a Tiltify fundraiser to benefit victims of Hurricane Helene. Like, don't lump people together like that and judge them. It's not fair, right? Give them a chance. I have a very dear friend who I said, you need to apply for the VTuber Club, who's a VTuber who is awesome and also a charity supporter and a really great friend of the stream, and his streams are really fun. Please follow my friend Lambo. So it doesn't show it in here, interestingly enough, right? But so if you go makers and crafting, and like, it's really interesting. I don't know why they're splitting everything up so much. Makers and crafting, right? It's going to often show you people who you already know, which is interesting. We can snooze them. Oh no. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Robot Wizard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh! Better out than in. Big or little, someone's got to do that after reverse reverb fart or I can't move. Because you got to let it out. Okay. What was I talking about? What was I squawking about? So it's weird, like, we were talking about this with another group of creators. Like, why are they dividing us all up so specifically? That was quite a build-up. Yes. I hear what you're saying, Zach. It's hard because, like, so then what are tags for? Like, and then the sibling close in age in me goes, well, hey, what's up? Where's the fiber arts category? Yo, are we chopped liver? Oh, I see. I see. I get it. We're all sitting and busy with our hands crocheting and knitting. Meanwhile, Lego community's like, Lego community is the people who can be like, wait, what? Wait, what? I mean, hey, look, dude, there's a sale on yarn. We're the same way. Shut up and take my money. Yo, get me a sponsorship with Joanne or Michaels, okay? That's what I'm squawking about, all right? Lego fans aren't the only people.
Get wrecked, Lego community.
We love you guys. I love you. I'm also a Lego person. I'm one of those Lego people. They adopted me. They sucked me in. But in all seriousness, my kids, we've had bins and bins and bins and bins of Lego and all the big sets. My husband's done a ton of the big Star Wars sets. It just wasn't something I streamed before. And I was talking with my husband about this category this morning. I was like, I'm not sure what to make of it. I want it to be successful. I want it. Thank you. No more snoozes. Thank you. I want it to be successful.
Lego community, move on over. Here comes Fiber Arts 9 John and Mitchell sponsored stream.
I mean, I'm a Nitpicks We Crochet affiliate. I'm trying to get Hobie and Woobles over here. I've been pestering Woobles periodically forever, going like, you have an untapped market over here of people who see us making things and go, I want to learn how to do that. I've recommended Woobles to I don't know how many people. Picks, a ton of us. A ton of us have been recommending Woobles to people for months, if not years now. Understandable, Falco Rich. But then why don't they do that? Why don't they do RPGs? Why don't they do, you know what I mean? And the problem is there's not enough of us in some of these small niches. So like, for example, if you're going to try and split it up, like, are you going to do pottery, knitting and crochet, or even call it fiber arts, and then you're lumping together, sewing, needlepoint, cross stitch, all that stuff. Yes, I hear you, Zach, and I agree. So I wonder what is the best way to navigate this situation. Is it to stream is it to hop? Is it to category hop? Is it to, maybe are we not using tags well enough? Are we not pushing the shelves and the collections enough in our own communities? Do we need to have commands? So like I have that creative command, but then I didn't know that that this existed. We have ads incoming and I can't do anything to stop them. We have 3 minutes of ads. So I'm going to fish up a couple of links and show you guys what I noticed last night after we come back from the ads. I really appreciate the read from Maka, and I love that all of you who are people who I would want to be part of this conversation, because we were just getting into this conversation. It's an important conversation for us to have with each other and not just to go, okay, well, Twitch made a decision and now there's this thing. We have a voice. We can talk to them. We can tell them what we want, what will work for us. And I think the creator clubs are going to be great for that. And I think that user voice is great for that. Yes, exactly. We'll talk more about it when we come back from ads. Thank you for staying through them. If you don't have a sub, it does help support my content. It creates a platform where content is free to access. You can subscribe to support me and get rid of the ads. I'll be back in 3 minutes. You can play at this game. No. Wait. Oh my gosh, okay.
Are you ready to go, Ramona? Yeah. Okay. I have to settle on a voice. Am I just an old person? Because I said, it's okay. It's okay. Lotus.
Okay.
It's okay. Alexa, it's my pleasure. How you doing,
doing, finger rat?
Hmm. Lotus, it's okay, Lotus. It's okay. A lot of people don't notice me. I still love you, Lotus. Don't worry. It's like a lot of things. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
But hold on. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, it's such a mess in here. Yeah! You're in there with me! Me versus the last person. Welcome to the fart zone. Welcome to the fart zone. Yeah, good! Welcome to the fart Just zone. in time! Just in time for us to be done with the ads. That was perfect timing. Perfect timing, Christina's Leather. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, readers. Christina's Leather, you're awesome. Welcome to the fart zone. Let's go. Falco Rich, do you actually watch VODs? I'm asking that in all sincerity. In all sincerity, do you actually watch VODs? I don't, unless they're my own because I have to. Very rarely. Like extremely rare for me to watch a VOD. Who watches VODs? I'm just curious. Virtual show of hands. Who watches VODs just to watch a VOD? Not for like, I need to clip something, I need to highlight, I need to edit the content. You do? You skim VODs if you miss the stream. Hi, Rexaf. All the time. I don't mean on YouTube. I'm talking about here on the platform. I'm talking about in Twitch. This is more people than I would have guessed. I'm happy to be wrong. You do a little bit, but mostly because yeah, you don't care what it's labeled. That was my next question. Would you not watch? I mean, you're going specifically to a creator's channel who you watch and you're like, dang, I missed that stream. And so you watch the VOD. There are big dogs, D-O-W-G, D-A-W-G, big dogs, who do Lego streams every now and then. This is true. Do you know who I saw talking about doing Lego? And I almost got in his comments on Twitter and was like, why aren't you streaming this? Jay's 2 cents. I'm like, bro, help us out, homie. Help us out, homie. Please. Jay, are you out there, Jay? Jay! We need you, dude. We need you. Bro. Jay's 2 cents, Lego stream. Come on. Let's make it happen. Amazing. It would bring so much exposure to this corner of our platform. I mean, but what? How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Clearly, I must have been like taking care of my family or something. But in just chatting. Right. So again, it's like, so if you're in just chatting and you move to the category, you bring the viewers over there. I mean, I think that a lot of this stuff will be addressed when they open up the creator clubs and we'll be able to talk about it with each other and with them. There's going to be staff in the Discords for these creator clubs. When I've been on front page, okay, so I'm all over the place right now. I'm excited about this, but I have a lot of thoughts, and I think that it's very early, and there's no way to tell whether or not, it's going to be effective, but I have hope. It's just that I agree with Zach that it's hard because it can have the opposite effect intended. When I got front page promotion through the Twitch Women's Guild, through the Unity Guilds for an entire month, for the month of November, I actually didn't really change a lot about what I do. I didn't go over the top and do a bunch of crazy streams, which like some people might argue you should, or maybe I could have done more special stuff than I did. but I really tried to just stick to my usual content. Every single time I went live for an entire month, I was in the carousel. Every single stream without fail. It's not guaranteed, but it happened every stream for at least part of the stream. My average viewership was in the maybe like 200s for that month, something like that. 1 to 200s. Normally I hover more around 50 to 100. If I had to apply for Twitch partner right now, I would not be approved based on viewership, but that's okay. I don't think that that's the only thing that you should look at in terms of someone's worthiness. I think that if you can get to that point, maintain it for a while, it means people support you. They care about what you're doing. Twitch does look at viewership, but that's not the only thing they look at. And I'm here and I keep showing up every day, probably much to some people's chagrin. Oh my God, that loud fart lady. The loud fart noise lady with the rubber chickens is live again. Why doesn't she just... What the heck? You wake up, see that someone streamed, you skim the VOD and move on with life. Okay. Proper VOD category for discovery by new viewers, though. What I told them when they invited me to meet with them regarding the new creator club for artists and makers was I said, one thing that really helps creative content people is being able to create evergreen content. So things that can be used as tutorials. All of us right now that do stuff like Lego, crafting, art, if we want the content we made here to be used to teach someone else how to do something, we have to export it to another platform. It does not have any life over here. There's no comment section. That's the number one thing if you ask me. There is no conversation that can be had here on the platform on content culled from your previously streamed live broadcasts. You post a clip, you have a clip, as long as the VOD exists, your chat is off to the side, but there's no space underneath for people to leave a comment and be like, oh my God, that was so funny. I was there. Or, holy cow, I had no idea you could do this. And then the streamer to be able to respond and go, come to my live streams. I'll show you how it's done. It is extremely important to have that feature in order to create an offline conversation with people. So instead, we have to take it to YouTube. We have to take it to TikTok. We have to take it to Instagram Reels. Why? Why are you driving us off platform? Like, you could still do all that, and many of us do and would continue to do it. Give me a way to do that stuff over here and have that be the thing that I download and share with the Twitch stamp on it instead of Instagram or Shorts, instead of Reels or Shorts, and port that. What did I do? Exactly. You're trying to work here? Oh, well, get supported, nerd. You're supporting the kids. I support you. Support, 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 support. Speaking of, where are we at? $205 out of $250 for Captain Starlight's donation match challenge for our awesome friend Brix O'Brien's campaign to benefit Starlight Children's Foundation. Let's go. Good for you. Then you go take care of business, and your friends, your community, your colleagues, your fellow Starlight supporters will help you to complete this match that was so generous from Captain Starlight. Stop it. I don't have an active charity campaign right now. I'm not actively fundraising. I like helping. Dude, why else would I do charity? Brian's confused. We could knock this out and then not have to have this conversation anymore. Chat. Let's just get $45 more and then Brian can just go get pizza. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I gotta sign these Malaysian deals. What does that mean? Brian. Mr. O'Brien, what's a Malaysian deal? Mr. O'Brien? It's a thing. Seriously, 205 out of 250. This happened right at the end of Brian's campaign. Brian worked so hard for Stand Up Builders. So incredibly hard. Brian, Amor.
My name is Robot and I support the Brain Pizza Visit.
That's not how you say that word. Christina's Leather, if you're still here, we love to have your socials. I don't know if we got that yet. And I didn't catch what we were up to. We're very excited. We're very hyped today. I drank spicy masala zest tea, and I'm all shot out of a cannon. Have you guys heard about zest? You heard about zest tea? It's great. Live zesty, chat. I mean it though. Actually, I really love their products are great. The masala chai tea is really good. The samba berry, what is it? Super samba berry? I don't know. Christina's Leather in all platforms. Excellent. Is zest like Riz? Sure. They should have a tea called Straight Riz. They should have a tea called that. It is high caffeine tea. And they also have hydration powders. They have teas that don't contain caffeine. They also have canned beverages. Those can only be shipped to the US. Does it come in zero sugar? CMA, I believe that the canned beverages do. I can double check for you. I love their stuff. It's really great. They sent me like a sampler pack. They gave me like, pick out 3 products. Why are drink names? Oh no. If you use that link that popped into the chat, livezesty.com/9.5 with like the numerals and junk, you get a 20% discount, and that applies to your subscriptions, to your first 4 subscriptions. Rapid hydration. Let me look and see if they have a zero sugar one. I think they do, but I don't want to say that unless I know for sure. Product type. Hydration packs. They might all have a small amount of sugar. Yeah, sodium chloride, glucose, potassium. Not sure if they have one that's zero sugar. Lemon lime, blackberry lemonade. I have the blackberry lemonade flavor. Pineapple blueberry. This one might be zero sugar. Nope, pure cane sugar. Pure cane sugar. They're not super high sugar though. These all have sugar. Let's look at the canned beverages. That might be where I saw a zero sugar. The teas have no sweetener or sugar in them. Like your memes are guaranteed to be 669% zestier if you drink this. I don't actually know if that's true. Variety, pomegranate mint, sweet chai infusion. I should write to them and be like, hey, you need to offer. Remember that sultry night in Havana? Neither do I. But I bet it was one hell of a good time. What the heck? No passport needed for this juicy twist on the Cuban classic. I love a company that has fun with their product descriptions, let me tell you. Pomegranate, peppermint, caffeine. Where's the ingredients? Oh, right there. Yep, cane sugar. Cane sugar. Come on, you guys should have zero sugar versions. Or like a flavor that's zero sugar. Yeah, I think they all do contain... Oh, wait. 1 order of tangy deliciousness and a side of get stuff done. Oh my God. If we charge by the calorie, the blackberry lime would be free. Sparkling water, organic erythritol, which some people have to watch. Some people have to limit that. Be careful with that. I believe that might be a sweetener some people can't have. Citric acid, natural blackberry flavor, natural lime flavor, natural flavors, black tea, green tea extract, L-theanine, and stevia leaf extract. This one has 0 calories. 0 sugar. And you can subscribe to them and have them delivered, at whatever interval. But I'm telling you, I would not work with this company if I tried it. Derpscriptions. If I tried it and didn't like it. If I didn't like it, I would not be here talking about it. I do not represent companies that I've never tried their products and I don't know anything about them. I just, that's my personal preference. When I worked in restaurants, which I did for 25 freaking years, my very last restaurant job that I had was the best restaurant job my entire career, simply because everything we served in there was 100% fabulous. The only reason somebody wouldn't like it is personal preference. Sure, people make mistakes, but I'm saying, like, as a general rule, like, kitchens screw up orders or they accidentally overseason or underseason. But in general, the menu was unbelievably delicious. Everything was made in-house. I felt really great about what we were doing there. And so I was a great salesperson in there. I sucked when I worked at corporate restaurants where they wanted me to just be a show, and sell people stuff that was bad. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'll find some way around it. I would find some way to say what they were asking me to say, but not really. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to imply that people should be drinking bottled water instead of tap water in some effort to get them to buy, to hit every point on an Aurelio report for secret shoppers. Sorry. Did corporate require a certain amount of flair? I was working at fancy places, CMA. I did learn things from those experiences, and I managed to do what I needed to do to not lose my mind, and I made a good living at some of those places. But like when one place I worked at, which was a really nice hotel restaurant where I had my prom dinner, my parents stayed there after they got married. Like it was a family tradition type of place for a lot of people in downtown Portland. They got bought by a local chain a long time ago. Local chain left the place alone, did the exact right thing, said, you are our crowning jewel. You're a beautiful restaurant. We just want to be the ownership, and you are doing everything just fine. Please continue. And then another company bought that company, and they absolutely ruined the place, and I had to leave. It sucked. I was very proud of that job. And then some other company bought them out, and I had to leave. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. You cannot ask your employees to pay $9.50 per paycheck. I'm sorry, I could rant about this. For the privilege of being able to order employee discounted food and have free refill beverages like coffee and sodas. Like, I could have been fired for helping myself to a coffee if I wasn't signed up for their employee discount program where they charge you on your paycheck for it. I was like, I'm out. That's insulting. It's absolutely insulting. Like, imagine if Twitch said, in order to give subs in your channel, you have to pay a monthly or a weekly fee or something like that. Like, that's gross. That's disgusting. I smell a hedge fund. Yeah, it was weird. Anyways, enough about that. They do have zero calorie options. I like their company. I like what they do. Again, I wouldn't be working with them if I didn't feel good about it.
That's why at Dryer Garden, we source all of our ingredients locally. Our dryers are also sourced locally for the best dryer steak and dryer beef Wellington possible. Tastes stupendous.
If Gordon can do it, then these guys could do it. The last place that I worked at that I was talking about that was the most positive restaurant job experience I ever had was are you kidding me? We got fed for free every single night. I took home free artisan bread and pastries every There was bread left over to the point where the kitchen couldn't use it. I couldn't take it home. My freezer was full. I had bread on my counter. My neighbors had bread. Everybody in the restaurant had bread because they baked fresh bread every single day. And I was the freaking bread fairy. I was walking down the streets of Southeast Portland at 11:30 at night, handing out freaking baguettes to people. So when you guys go off about the bread stuff, no idea. I was taking quarter bowls of country loaf, Levan style, the big, huge, round bowls. We would cut those into quarters and we'd bag them up and they'd be for sale in the front of the restaurant. And we would be like, Robot Wizard. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too nice to me. Stop encouraging me. Getting toasty up in here. Seriously, though, back to the discussion we were just having about the categories. Are we going to get anything done but talk today? I don't care. I'm happy with that. Maybe I should change the title. You got the cup. Yay. Positive. Thank you so much, Robot Wizard, for the tier 1 gift subs to Batsames, Yo Brandito, Happy Kittens, Leather Masters KC, and Looney Steph. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Putting on your day job software dev hat. YouTube adding live streams and the features of Twitch is easier than Twitch adding offline/comments for VOD/non-live content from all the chats and discussions you've had passively on the topic in the past. New users go, I have no idea what's happening in here. It's not like YouTube, and go off recommendations by people they know and links they got from somewhere else, then learn of raids. It's only later they learn of categories. That's why you say less what? Less what? You love the vibes. Love it here so much. RC, we need to teach you how to break up your messages. So you don't get cut off. Just so you don't get cut off, friend. Never. Okay. I'm verbose myself. I'm not criticizing you. I just think it would be easier to read your comments in chat if you broke them up. It doesn't bother me because I'm an avid reader, a fast reader, etc. But I think some streamers struggle when there's a block of text that big. Just to point that out. So I know, but some people see that giant block of text and they go, oh my God, and they just skip it altogether. I'm just trying to help you out. Because I don't mind at all. I love having you in here and have conversations with you. But when you type that long also, sometimes the thing that you're responding to, we've kind of moved on to another topic already. New users go, I have no idea what's happening here. It's not like YouTube. I'm not sure if I understand that part. Go off recommendations by people they know and links they got from elsewhere, then learn of raids. It's only later they learn of categories. So I understand what you're saying about that it might not be easy to add offline/comments for VOD/non-live content. I think they need to suck it up and work on it nonetheless. Because it is a feature of every single other platform where people create content for a living. comments on shorts are how people see how many comments there are on a short, and guess what? They sit there and read comments with the short playing, which then increases YouTube. YouTube goes, oh, there's a conversation happening here or something, and then pushes that video to more people because there's a bunch of comments, and it'll keep people engaged, and there's obviously something going on there and something worth watching or reading or whatever. We don't have that here, and it just feels like it should have already happened a long time ago. I understand it might not be easy to do. Struggling to add it, that's fine. It's been how many years now that TikTok and YouTube Shorts have been a thing? It feels like something they should be prioritizing, if you ask me. But that's my opinion. I don't understand the back end of this personally, but I feel like this would be the kind of thing that could help us be competitive with those other platforms when it comes to drawing people in and keeping them engaged. You know what I mean? Just sort of digging in your heels and going, yeah, well, we didn't do it at first, so it's going to be too hard to do it now. I don't think that that's helpful. You know, I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm saying if that's the attitude they have, it really needs to be prioritized, if you ask me. I understand all those things you just said. How long has it been now since those platforms have proven repeatedly that they can kick Twitch's butt when it comes to that sort of engagement? If what they want, or how about just make it easier for me to share my content to those other platforms? I commented to them that having to go in and export VODs individually, each VOD, and not be able to batch export is like, it is so tedious. I've kind of given up on it, on doing it regularly. If I could batch export and sit there and like go, okay, these 20 VODs have been exported and come back later. I have to go into each and every single one. Each and every single one. And if I don't put the date in the title, it does not export any of that information. I have to sit there and manually type in every single date. They are allowing us to multi-stream now. Dr. Lupo's back on Twitch because Twitch partners, Twitch affiliates, everyone can multi-stream now. I'm talking about when you're not streaming and evergreen content and what do you call it? Passive income. If Twitch is run by ads, why aren't they making it so that those clips that we can scroll through, you know what I mean? But they just need to tie text to a video. Very easy at the database level. UI/UX is the harder part. See, again, I am looking for some insight from people who understand the back end of this to an extent. What I'm saying is, no matter how difficult it is, if they don't start now, it's like, when? If not now, then when? If they're not actively pursuing it, why not? And I don't know if they are, because I haven't heard that they are. I have to assume that they're not. So when they asked me for feedback and we had a conversation, we talked about many things, but that was one of them. I was like, look, if you want to draw new viewers in, there has to be a way, the stuff with the vertical format is all well and good if what they're looking for is to try and draw people from platforms where that's a thing. But again, if you want that to actually translate, you have to have the conversation. You can't draw TikTok users in to your mobile app to scroll. They're doing it backwards then they should wait until they have comments to be trying to introduce something like that. It makes no sense to upend everything the way they have with the mobile app without the ability for people to leave comments and have a conversation on the content. It does not make sense. Make it make sense. There are already several successful platforms they can mimic. No need to reinvent the wheel. Would it cost some money? Would it require some upfront investment in terms of, people to perform the task, quote unquote, of making that happen? Of course. But in the long run, it would be better for everybody, if you ask me. But what the heck do I know? I've only been doing this for 6 years. They're called social platforms for a reason. We are missing the social aspect of converting our live content. There's literally nowhere to have a conversation on this platform aside from live chat, which, I mean, heck, dude, I don't want anything to do with editing videos, y'all. I hate it. I freaking hate editing. But like, dude, there's stuff about your job that you got to do that you don't want to do sometimes, right? But even clips are so easy. All you got to do is trim it to the pertinent moment. And to not be able to port that directly to a feed where people can comment is just ridiculous. Then the conversation happens on Reddit. The conversation happens on YouTube. Like I said, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. It's a pain to have to download content, then upload to YouTube. It would be great to have Twitch as an all-in-one. Why are you forcing me off platform to have a conversation with my audience? Is it because you want to try to have me draw people over here? Well, sure, but like, if people come over here from YouTube and then see that there's a place to have that same type of interaction, maybe they'll just stay over here longer than they would have. I don't know. Could be they've done research on this stuff and the statistics do not back up, that investing the time and the money in something like that either doesn't seem like it's worth it, hasn't seemed like it is worth it, or projections have not. I don't know. I'm asking questions. I am not saying I am the ultimate expert or anything. I just feel like from my perspective, it does not make sense. As someone who started out doing content on this platform, I want to be able to work primarily on this platform. All they saw was that people treat Twitch like TV. Flip to the next channel. That's how. Okay. Yeah, I know, but people do that with scrolling. Even worse. People come and like they just 10 seconds is too long. 10 seconds is too long. Provide feedback. They do the Twitch surveys. Pics will haunt you if you don't do it. User surveys, etc. If they see enough demand for it, then they have to push it up the chain of command. Could be because they don't want to be accused of copying other platforms. They're already doing it. They are already clearly copying TikTok. And whatever, if it's working, YouTube and Instagram did the same. Short form content is here to stay, whether anybody likes it or not. You don't think they saw it as a community building platform. It's crazy to think they've spent more time to make it easier to send your content to those other social platforms than keep people here. Or make both possible. Let us have the tools to do both effectively, efficiently. Many of us are doing everything ourselves. We do not have a big team. And it's the middle section of broadcasters on this platform that keep the platform alive. Big names are great for recognizing that it's a platform because they bring, they garner a lot of attention. But they cost the platform a lot of money when they're live. When they have thousands and thousands, they have tens or even hundreds of thousands of viewers, that costs the platform a lot of money. It's the people in the middle who bring in enough revenue to offset the cost of hosting their video. So help me as a small, don't at me. I am very thankful, and I realize that I am extremely successful in the grand scheme of things, and I'm super thankful for it. I am not in any way talking myself down. I'm a one-woman operation. I am a one-woman operation. In terms of a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, aside from my amazing moderators. My moderators are the most incredible people and they help me a lot, but there's things they can't help me with. Let's freaking go! You guys all help by being here. What I mean when I say I'm a one-woman operation is I'm HR. Dude, HR sucks. I'm graphic design. I'm social media management. I have to budget. I'm everything aside from a few small tasks in terms of updating things. Like, seriously, that's amazing. I have to teach Brian to crochet. See? Now you're done. You're welcome. And thank you. You're welcome and thank you. Thank you for being part of what Starlight does. Brian, I'm so proud of you. We love you. So I do have a lot of help when I'm live, and I do have help in the Discord. I do have help. But in terms of, like, I don't have a big team of people, you know, taking care of. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much for the stickers, Robot Wizard. I don't have a big team of people taking care of all the details behind the scenes, so I can just focus on content ideas and stuff like that. Would that it were so. I would just take a housekeeper, okay? I would love to have a housekeeper. Be awesome. Anybody looking for work? Pacific Northwest? Want to come cook and clean? My kids and dogs are crazy. I wear many hats, right? Let's hecking go! No, I've said it before, Moxie. If ever I reach like a certain level of financial security, that is something I would be willing to pay someone handsomely to do. I would take great care of anybody that ever did that kind of thing for me. I would make sure they had plenty of vacation time and their insurance was covered and all that other stuff. If I could ever afford to have a household employee, it would be the cushiest job ever, except that I would just need them to help me with, you know, these tasks that I can't get to. It's just the time. A chef and straighten up things. I mean, whatever, you know, I'm just, you take care of 9.5 hats. See, I'm going to have to scroll way up to read all of this, RC. I do understand you're making a point here, but, it's hard. You provide feedback. They do the Twitch surveys. I read that one. If the higher ups can make those requests match with shareholders, aka Amazon goals, then they go approved. At that point, it could be quarters, Q1, Q2 of basic planning. Once planning is done, they can budget and submit it. Yeah, I understand there's a lot of bureaucracy involved in this as well. I know that it's not as simple as, this is a great idea, let's just execute it. I do get that. It's a big corporation. Twitch is a smaller, you know, part of that big umbrella. It's not like Amazon is, you know, in here making direct decisions all the time, but there's probably, you know, things you have to go through in order to get stuff done. I do understand that. So even if it's further down the road on the roadmap, knowing that it's on the roadmap would maybe help people like be able to sort of plan for it and stuff like that. Like, for example, not knowing at all about knocking, not knowing at all about that leading up to it, I felt was it was not, I did not like that. I did not like that they didn't let us in on that at all before introducing it. And the excuse was, if we told people about it, then they would just turn it off. And I'm like, well, then that should tell you that the feature is either not desired or that it's not properly implemented, or I should say that it doesn't have the features that we're looking for. Knocking is a feature where if people want to, they can indicate they'd like to collaborate. This is something probably kind of lifted from TikTok as well. So, for example, I could look at someone who's live right now. It shows that I can knock on their virtual Twitch door and say, "Hi, I'd like to come onto your show right now if you would have me as a guest." If budget gets approved, great, but they could also be told this is for 2026, 27 budget. Now that it's budgeted, they have limits for where they can spend money. They now do technical planning and have to fit it in with other goals. This could mean They have 1 to 2 quarters to do the work to get out a proof of concept and a hand-selected group of streamers, probably big names. Not always. I think they actually tend to choose people who are not as high profile for testing things, not like the highest of profiles, because if it goes wrong, they don't want that big streamer to squawk about it and all their whole audience go, this is garbage. I think they actually tend to pick people more towards the middle, the higher end of the middle, if that makes sense. They do pick people who are popular and established and well-known. Sometimes they also give opportunities to test that stuff to much smaller streams because they want to see how it affects various size communities. I understand you're breaking them up as I requested, but the continued actually does help because then I know to scroll up and figure out, which I didn't. The continued is what let me know that there was multiple messages related to the same thing. It could be half a year to a year before they can fully roll it out. If cost and usage don't match with the planning, they may stop doing it. Sure, fine, but we don't hear anything about these types of features being in the works. But if a company wants it to happen, it will happen like now. So yeah, there's different opinions, and that's okay. You're sorry you're intruding, you're not intruding. We're happy that we could help. You still don't know what it is supposed to do. When they introduced it, Raven, it just showed up as a feature. There was no warning. There was no information. I didn't see anything in the partner Discord about it. They had already had the stream together feature, and that was a thing. But this basically allows people to poke you while you're live to say, I'd like to come hang out with you live right now. You can create a favorites list, and you can limit to only your favorites. But if you have people on your favorites currently, they have it set up so that you have to disable the feature. You can disable the feature for an hour. You can disable it for an entire stream. You cannot turn it fully all the way off unless you just completely leave your favorites empty. So if you have favorites in there, you have to turn it off every stream or every hour. And I don't prefer that. I think you should be able to turn it all the way off if you don't want it. Give us control. We're independent contractors. Don't subject me to a feature that I may not want or need, may feel uncomfortable with, whatever. I think it's great, and I've used it. I like the feature. I just don't think that we should be forced to turn it off every stream if we want to use it. That's opening up the potential for the idiots pushing their own agenda on your audience and stream. Sure. Again, you can limit it to people you know and trust and know that, it's highly unlikely that they would interrupt you in a way that you don't like. I like planning collaborations ahead of time the vast majority of the time. I did pop onto Kim's stream randomly one day, and that was great fun. Q and I both did. Q and Kim and I all know each other. We're on the same Twitch team, like maybe more than one Twitch team. We're definitely on more than one Twitch team together, I think, Kim and I. So just, again, it's like, that's somebody I know and trust. I'm happy to hop into their stream. I would be happy to have them hop into mine. But even then, maybe I just decide I'm turning it off in general. I'll turn it back on when I feel like it. I don't know. Yes, so you can. I'm sorry, I just saw your message. Like TT boxes, I don't know what that is. Just do what you can when you can. DJ, we love you. Twitch also didn't say this, but when you knock, it automatically turns on your webcam. So people who use things like VTuber suddenly had their faces shown on streams. That's definitely a big fail. Knocking is probably something the higher ups demanded versus users/streamers, so they didn't have a chance. Choice. I don't know what boxes is on TikTok. I really don't use TikTok all that often anymore. It's stream by stream. Yeah. When did this get released? A few weeks ago. Maybe a month or two ago. You work for a big corporation. Sometimes the big brass will tell your department to stop everything and work on a new pet project. Yep. You'd think it'd be much better to have the option to turn it on, whether permanently for a stream or for an hour. Right. And they love imagining they know what people want. Well, right. But so again, we have a way to communicate with them. We have multiple ways to communicate with Twitch, which is those of us that are invited to speak with them can take our audience and our fellow broadcasters' concerns to them when we have opportunities like I did to speak with them regarding our experiences. I was honored to have a chance to have a conversation with them about the Artists and Makers Club. I think they are soliciting several. I know they're soliciting several of the rest of us in that space. I know Pix talked with them. I know Zach, Mama Zach talked with them. I don't know how many of our Lego and brick building friends were invited to speak with them about that. And you shouldn't take it personally if you were not. Basically, there's that, and there's user voice. I do not have like a partner manager. You have to be at like a certain point to get like a partner manager directly from Twitch. And again, I don't begrudge other people who have that. I think it's great, and I celebrate when they have that attention from Twitch because they've been successful and Twitch wants to help further their careers one day. There was a time when the idea of being partnered at all on this platform seemed kind of ridiculous, and I kept going. You didn't get approved for any fancy staff meetings. Well, maybe that's because you spend too much time playing freaking Mario Kart. The Twitch roast of Bricks O'Brien chat. We need to make this happen. No, I love you. You're amazing.
Whoa up, get wrecked, boy.
No. You're a variety. I am too, actually, but I do spend a lot of time in the makers and crafting space. But I'm not even the top makers and crafting streamer by any stretch. Like, I'm really not. Ad starting in about 3 minutes unless snoozed. We can take our ad break, actually. I need to step away and freshen up my water and use the restroom and stuff like that. And you guys should do the same if you need to. But just, like, life is full of change. It sounds very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Cliche. It sounds very cliche. I'm not out here trying to say things everybody already knows, but just to reiterate, life is full of change, and that includes, that should include you and exploring new stuff and keeping it interesting and fresh for yourself. And they're trying new things on the platform. And what's that Thomas Edison quote about, how many times he tried to make a light bulb until he made a light bulb. So maybe there's things they try and they don't work. That's fine. Hopefully we and the people, the staff at Twitch and all that, we learn from what's not working, and we just keep that next iteration and the next iteration and the next iteration and the next iteration. If you can't approach content creation and maybe even life in that way, you're going to be stuck. And I don't want people to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want other people to be stuck and to feel trapped. I just want to keep trying and keep going and keep pushing and keep evolving. Like, you guys have no idea. There's been times I've deeply considered, like, complete rebrand. I've stopped myself because I'm not sure if that's the best path forward, but people do decide to do that sometimes, and it ends up being the best possible decision they could have made for themselves. And maybe they might lose a few folks in the process, but those people were maybe not really there for them to begin with. And, that's unfortunate, but it happens and it's okay. Some people are only there for the subject matter and not for the person or like the game they're playing or whatever. But there's been times I've thought about completely changing the direction of what I do here. And I reserve the right to do that if I feel like it's the right decision for me and for what is going to make it so that I can continue doing this with passion and energy. And ads are starting, of course, and not get burnout and not get bored and not end up crashing and burning. So, ads are playing. I'll be back after the break. I appreciate you guys being here and being part of this conversation. It should be a conversation. And I love having the conversation live. I really do. I think that is what Twitch does best. For sure. I'll be right back. Wait. Oh my gosh, okay.
Mom, can you touch this?
Are you ready to go, Ramona? Yeah. Okay. I have to settle on a voice. Am I just an old person? Because I said, it's okay. It's okay. Lotus.
Okay.
It's okay. Alexa, it's my pleasure.
How are you doing, finger rat?
Lotus, it's okay, Lotus. It's okay. A lot of people don't notice me. I still love you, Lotus. Don't worry. It's like a lot of things. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, it's such a mess in here. Yeah! You're in there with me! Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.4.
Yeah, good! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Woo! Hi, welcome to my channel. And I'm about to not be so supportive of this. That's right. Oh! Whoa, did you see that? That was cool. No. Nobody expects the land boot. Chaos. That was perfect. That was perfect. Right at the end. Next order of business. Escalated quickly.
Welcome to the procrastination station. helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Clip this.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ha.
I'm a nasty woman.
Thank you for staying through the ad break. I really appreciate it. While she's away, a massive thanks to everybody who donated for the matching challenge. You're going to do a proper thanks when you go live in about 3 hours. You're speechless. Look, you have selflessly devoted yourself to the success of other people when it comes to their charity campaigns. So I don't want to hear it, but I do. And I'm happy. I'm very happy. If I can use my influence to help other people hit any kind of goal, but most especially charity, I'm glad to do it. It's a no-brainer, which is good, because sometimes I have no brain. Influencer. I'm a terrible influencer. I'm a terrible influence. Hence, I'm a terrible influencer. This was a gift from Pix. I'll celebrate with you with a little hazelnut butter chocolate that Pix was really kind to grab for me from my throne. I love that guy. Let me catch up on chat.
Maybe Nine is the most influential person we know for an influencer.
Oh boy. Yes, Amazon does have its own live streaming, but it's basically QVC. RC, is that what? So is that really what Amazon Web Services is about? Which, like, Kick uses Amazon Web Services. So people are like, oh, Twitch is never going to let Kick get away with being a Twitch clone. They're still making money. Thank you for the 100 bits, Robot Wizard. Back in a bit. Otherwise, the hours will fly by. I am going to be out of here early today. This is a bonus stream. I have kids coming home. We have an appointment this afternoon. So I'll only be on until about 1:30. $1:30 Pacific. It's a global thing. Oh, okay. Okay, Robot Wizard. I see. Hundreds of unique services they offer. Interesting. I think that having come from the perspective that I have, oh, that chocolate is so good. I have a hard time just like slowing down and really enjoying it. I'm going to sit here like this because it's plain, it's boring. And it's much more comfortable for me to crochet like this than it is to have it under the... I've actually thought about doing more blanket projects. In fact, I might have a really cool, really big blanket project up my sleeve for creative. Secrets. If you'd like to join us to fundraise for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital this creative season, you would be welcome. You do not have to fundraise the entirety of the season. It goes all the way through the 31st of December. It is not a stake blanket. I'll break your heart right now. I already told you guys I would do... Okay, so, you know, how many of these types of goals do I have to have, Mason, before you're satisfied?
Keep it secret, keep it far. Wait, sorry, that's the Bell's motto.
Bruh, I've lost like 3 followers this stream. Hey, at least we haven't dipped back down below 9,000. Please don't unfollow. It's so disheartening, but it does happen. We're at 9,005. The new goal is 9,595. But like, so just, okay. Let's say, okay, so here, and what if I point this, you know, it's like, oh, then you might be able to see my crazy floor, but whatever, I don't care. This is the heart of the matter, is that like Twitch is really good at building relationships between communities via raiding and word of mouth networking. I feel like if you're live streaming on Twitch, there's far less of like, shouting people out. Is there a way to raid on YouTube? I was wondering about this. I thought I saw something that said like, what was it? What did they call it in YouTube Studio? Some people just don't like farts. Oh, whatever. If you don't think farts are funny, I saw this one day and it made me laugh really hard. If you don't think farts are funny, you're a loser, because then you have 100% of the farts and 0% of the fun. Live redirect or something stupid like that. Brian, tell me what you really think. Oh, speaking of, I got a notification that my St. Jude Play Live prize box is going to be at my P.O. box later today. I am so excited for the new sweatshirt. I'm so excited for the new hoodie. I like that they did something a little different this year. There's probably people who are like, but I wanted the purple hoodie. I'm like, you're getting a cool exclusive Twitch hoodie. Stop. No funds for the price. The prices are a nice bonus. They're a thank you. It's a gift. That's like somebody giving you a birthday gift. And you're like, oh my God, but I don't like this color. I haven't seen anybody actually complaining. My hands are faster than your BPS. What does that mean? This is the back panel of our Stand Up to Cancer pillow. Do you guys want to see the front? I finished the front yesterday. It was a pain in the booty, but it looks good. I have to weave in ends. It's not done. This is like a major case of craftception. I squawked at Brian. I said, we need an email. Brian, I need email. It's Brian. Brian, come in, email. Brian's like, fine, lady. And he made an emote for stand-up builders. And then Jang turned that into a Lego build, the one that I showed off earlier. And we gave one of these away. You know, I don't like to point out when people haven't been around in a minute, but I'm just wondering, has anyone heard anything lately from Bet's Brickweaver? And know maybe why she might be on a hiatus from Twitch. I have, we have people who are such regulars. I can't help but wonder, and I get a little nervous if they just stop coming around. I was just hoping maybe somebody might know what was going on. She was in your stream Monday. Okay, good. Maybe she's just been busy. That's all I need to know. That is literally all I need to know. You saw her in Zach's yesterday. Okay. You know, it's not me trying to fish for people to come to streams if I ever check on you. Hey, it's her time is hers to spend however she wants. Clearly, just as everybody else. And people come and they go, and I don't take it personally. But when we've gotten to know someone super well, and they just stop coming around, I do get a little bit concerned. And it's hard because you never want to make people feel like pressured to be in your streams or to engage or anything like that at all. At least I don't. That's a relief. It's good to know. I try to leave people be, but I don't know. I'm attached to a bunch of you because we've had these amazing moments together. But I do respect people's time and their privacy. You know, all I wanted to know is that somebody had seen her in a chat, or knew that there was a reason why she wasn't coming around. I know some people also end up having like health issues and they don't need to explain themselves or their absences, but wellness check, right? You know, it just something I do. It's a struggle when you're a creator because you don't want to ever make somebody feel like there's a parasocial relationship going that direction. Both directions are bad. You know, where people are being like demanding of someone else's time and energy, and it can go both ways. B, is that it for you for charity till 12 days probably? I would imagine. So YouTube Live Redirect has been around since 2020, but seems to have gone full public in 2022. But culture things probably means most people don't use it on YouTube. But they also have different rules on it to prevent bot/hate raids. It would touch your heart if you heard a streamer was asking after you. You would not assume anything except that person was kind. It's unfortunate, Mindy May, but there's people who are, you know, they're poking you going like, why haven't you been to my streams, rather than, hey, I haven't seen you around in a while. I hope everything is okay with you. Bonus 9. I did not hold this over anybody's head, but I think I'm going to try to do a Wednesday stream any of the Wednesdays that I'm available this month, if at all possible, so that I can say thank you for all the support last month. I love you, Mirror. I did it just for you. Speaking of parasocial. I kid, but it is actually a serious problem for some people. You always go, I haven't seen 9. I should see if she's streaming. And then if you come visit if I am. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Moxie. Moxie's been around for a while. Could we have a fancy shouty for Moxie? Moxie and her partner both stream, and Ushao does model building. If there's a bunch of dorks that do that in here. Dork is a compliment coming from me, by the way. On Twitch by default, channels are set to allow raids from anyone, and while users can change that setting to only allow raids from friends, teammates, and followed channels, many don't do it. From the start, however, YouTube Live redirects can only point to channels that subscribe to the streamer or that have explicitly added that channel to an allowed list. In addition, only channels with more than 1,000 subscribers and no active community guideline strikes can send a live redirect. So I wouldn't even be eligible for it. We're not at 1,000 subscribers yet on YouTube, but I don't put a lot of effort into YouTube on a regular basis. I do have YouTube, and I am like level 1 partner or whatever over there. Thank you so much, chat, for watching my VODs over there. Planning to return to streaming when you can. Okay, whatever. Whatever. There was whispers of Mazzle Dazzle coming back to streaming, but I'll believe it when I see it. No, I'll be excited when I see it. Lurk attempt 2, no worries. That's all you have on YouTube, redirect. Now you should actually get no worries. No worries, RC. I appreciate you contributing to and being part of the conversation, and I like having insider info from folks who understand the industry from different perspectives. It's important because some of us only know it from creating the content. I only know it from sitting in front of a phone or straight from my PS4, which is how I started, or sitting with a camera pointed at me with a PC with OBS and my Twitch dashboard. And I don't know it from like the coding, the development, the software engineering. You know, I don't know it from that perspective, or from the corporate or the marketing or the business. I don't know that stuff. So you just use YouTube as a personal video archive. There you go. That's how it was at first, Falco Rich. That's exactly what it was. YouTube, when it first started out, that was all that it really was. Nobody would have ever, when YouTube first started out, considered releasing, like, for example, like a film or a show straight to YouTube. Like, never in a million years. And now that's totally a thing. You just don't want people to show up and go, oh, no, you're fine. We shout out people who are inactive. You know, if you go active, then people can come and check you out as long as they have room in their following. They're not like me and they don't have too many accounts they follow. This is the last time you promised. No way. Oh, Robot Wizard, you legend. No. Every single donation matters, and every person who hangs out in the streams is supporting the mission of someone who's doing charity. But Robot Wizard, you have gone way above and beyond, and you make it fun. We are so lucky in the creative categories to have people like you. We really are. It's under his bedding. I won't hyper focus on you too much. I know you don't do it for that reason. We've got more than just a few insanely selfless and incredibly wholesome people with really great senses of humor. Who, I think this is the right phrase, avail themselves of their energy and their time. Strictly for the benefit of others. Ironically enough, this corner of the internet has really restored my faith in humanity, and gave me a space to be able to do what I feel I really probably should have, quote unquote, been doing. I don't know if I believe I think that your past life experiences message received. Can't cry while you're wearing the bread hat or you'll get it soggy. Thanks, Steve. This isn't the Steve Snack account, is it? Thank you. Thank you for another 5 gifted subs. Like, what the heck? That's you're conquering the leaderboard. Here, you're getting a head start on that leaderboard. Last month, Twitch and Tiger Yas both surpassed 100 gift subs on the channel. And I want to do something to thank folks that are capable of and willing to do that. And so I'm trying to come up with what I will do specifically myself, but we're going to call that, I'm taking it from Nomi. Nomi said I could have it and use it. We're calling them the Hun Nerds. So now I need to commission Sesky to do 9po Hun. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. That's another 5 gift subs that I'm tracking here on your sticky for today. Christina's Leather. Do we ever get a sticky from Christina's Leather? Anybody still here from Christina's Leather's raid? Seriously, this is incredible. It really is quite incredible. And congratulations, Brian, on hitting your goal. Oh. Toltify.com/ what is it? Here. We're going to need to also have, so there's a Twitch team now. You left your phone in the car. Thank you so much for the gift subs. I really appreciate it. Team / quirky, what? Quirky Cluckers. There is a Twitch team that exists strictly for the purpose of us being able to raid out to one another. Falcorich, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sticking around for that long. I really appreciate you. Thank you for contributing to the conversation. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You are only invited to this team if you're me, Chimera, or someone who has a published St. Jude creative campaign under our Tiltify team. Taking a page from the book of Bob, of Bricks O'Brien, the book of Boba Fett. We are only adding people to the team if they have a published creative campaign so that we can read folks who are actively fundraising for the event. The event goes all the way till the end of December. There's totally still time for you to set up a campaign and to fundraise with us if you would like to. You're invited. There is a form right up here in that message that says Team Quirky Cluckers wants you. We welcome seasoned charity streamers as well as newcomers. Our next event is 2024 St. Jude Play Live Creative Season this fall and winter. If you're interested in joining our team, please join Nine's Discord, pick up the charity role, and fill out this interest form here. The interest form, if I know you and we've interacted a bunch, is a formality, but it helps me to actually remember who I need to put on there. We don't care what you stream, really, but I would encourage people to do creative content while fundraising because that is the theme of the event. And that could be a lot of things. It could be paint by number, color by number on your computer. It doesn't have to be a physical craft. If you do digital art, it could be that. It could be picking an object that you want to build that's related to the charity in Minecraft, like Chimera and I built the St. Jude logo out of wool blocks. It took like 18 million hours because I'm a noob at Minecraft, but it was hilarious. It was a lot of fun. Actually, on my TikTok, there is a montage of clips from that. You'll tell Usha because you know he wants to get back into it, though it might only be once a week or every other week because Flights out of town each week are becoming habitual with work. You can set it up to do it as a single special stream if that's all you can fit into your busy schedule. Totally understandable, and we'll appreciate any and all effort. And there is no such thing as a bad amount raised or an insufficient amount raised. That does not exist. One thing I haven't done yet that I need to pick Brian's brain about is trying to get some pricing, because I don't have connections with big brands like Elgato. I'm gonna give Christina's leather a squid sticky. I don't know. Squid's kind of chewy, like leather. I've never chewed on leather. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, and pass the info along to people if you think they would be a good fit. We're doing a raid train on the 26th and 27th, and I'm looking for people who can stream during the 2 to 5 a.m. Pacific, 5 to 8 a.m. Eastern time slot, because that's a tough one to fill for North American streamers. Most people are either still asleep or, we do have friends that do overnight streams. And you'd be welcome to join us just for that time slot and do a fundraiser and catch the raid train. And then, you could do $100. I don't care. You could say, I will stream during that time slot. I'll have $100 goal. If I hit it, great. If I don't, no problem. And you're still part of what we're doing, and it would be super helpful. But if worse comes to worse, I'll do it if I have to. But we're trying to find someone who's interested and wants to, and that fits with their schedule. Because we have time. That's 24 days from now. So if you know anybody who streams during that time slot who does charity and you think they'd be a good fit for us, please feel free to let them know. No, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm saying, since we're on the topic of sharing. No, totally understandable. I'm saying if you know anyone. I don't want anybody going too far out of their way in terms of their sleep schedule and stuff like that. Christina's leather, thank you for the raid earlier. This is a new thing we're doing now, just like we do for sub gifts. You gave us the gift of your community. You didn't have to. You could have raided probably hundreds of thousands of people, literally. We got about an hour before the kids are home. So, what are the other new creative categories? And then the other thing I was going to talk about was so there's the creative subdirectory. Then there's twitch.tv/directory/collection/artistic-creative-streams, right? There's this. Here. Copy. And when you go to that, it's different. It's window capture, Chrome, okay. Hello? Oh, I see. Maybe this would be better here. Remove. Yes. Just go over here. So this is like one of these shelf collection things. Oh, we haven't done show and tell. I'm so sorry. You don't know if we can do overnights. Try. Yep. Where can you send a pic? What? So this is artistic and creative streams, right? That's artistic and creative streams. So that's going to have a bunch of different stuff from different categories. Like here's somebody doing body painting, face painting. Here's someone doing crochet and coffee. Here's diamond painting. Art. This is an art stream, maybe digital. It looks like they're in their starting soon screen. Mini painting, maybe looks like painting of some kind. More painting. Drawing. Right. So this is like runs the gamut. It's not just makers and crafting, artistic and creative streams. Then, oh my God, how cute! If you want us to show that on stream, put it in show and tell. I'd love to see them. Then there's also collection makers and crafting streams, which is separate from so this combines art and makers and crafting. But this is, I think, just makers and crafting streams. We get it. Moco Made is awesome. I'm on the team. I'm on Team Moco Loco. So this is just makers and crafting streams, right? It's like, I'm not going to show up in this. But then can't change the sort. Oh, okay. And then there's this, which has a different name, yet another name. Copy another one. Creative streams. Irish John, Pocket Roddy, Making of All Trades. I know all these people. Paradrago, Andy Mecca, Chen Chenawa. I know all these people. I know almost all these people. Serenadia. A lot of them. Brush for Hire rated us the other day. Awesome streamer. Very cool. Et cetera, et cetera. Chef Steve, super sweetheart, who does a lot of stuff for charity. Satchel Max, who I hung out with one day and was really cool, and we have a lot in common. Very cool person. Please hang out with Satchel Max. I think that's like Twitch partner material if they're not already. Are they partnered? I don't know if they're partnered yet. Go follow this person. Don't tell them that I'm live. Just say, hey, I was told, someone recommended you. I don't want credit for it. I don't care about that. I like them, and I think it's beneficial to everybody for people to succeed in similar content creation. You know what I mean? Pacific Northwesterner, like, let's go. Satchel Max. Copy. Paste. I think they're both on the stream sometimes. It is an 18 and over stream. Chatty, just chatting, knitting, crochet, sewing, cozy, cringe, poop knife. Cool. I think. If a mod would like to give them an actual fancy shout out, you could, but I also don't want them to feel like I'm trying to draw their attention while they're live and I'm live. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me when other people do that. I appreciate it. So lots and lots of people who we know, right? This is just it says browsing makers and crafting, but the URL that I used was collection makers and crafting streams. And then wait, hold on. Copy. Did I do it wrong? Paste. Here's this. Here's creative streams. There's like It's really weird. Like, why are there so many different ways to get to basically the same place? You know? Thank you. Thank you for shouting out Satchel Max. Why? Why are there so many ways to get to, like, essentially the same group of people, kind of? Anyways. And then, where did I see all that stuff? Okay, makers and crafting. Category does not exist. I literally clicked the link within that page and it tells me category does not exist. It had some extra characters at the end. I don't know why. Might be A/B testing to see which one people are more likely to engage with. Sure, Raven. Yeah, that could be it. So here's makers and crafting, right? But then, like, again, you go Twitch, you go browse, you say creative, and look at this. Now there's art, software and game development, food and drink, makers and crafting, miniatures. These look too similar now, if you ask me. Writing and reading, Lego and brick building, and beauty and body art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's now 8 categories under the creative subdirectory. If you do that, did you see what happened? Only when the page is full screened. And miniatures. Miniatures, Moxie. Only when the page is full screened do you see the additional categories. Why is that? I would put that under maybe miniatures and models. It's miniatures and models. I know, but so, okay, again, Jamie Daggers is cool. Go follow Jamie Daggers. So, art has 14.1 thousand viewers right now. Software and game development has 2.8 thousand. Which seems high when software when Pirate Software isn't streaming in it. But Pirate Software has been bringing more attention to that category, so that's really great. Again, if we can get bigger streamers to come to these categories, that's one thing. So, okay. Art, 14.2. Software and game development, 2.8. Food and drink, 1.5. Makers and crafting, 1.3. That's about average. That's pretty normal numbers for makers and crafting for this time of the day, I feel like. Miniatures and models has 388. Writing and reading has 368. Lego and brick building has 254. Look at, there's a Lego category now. There's a VTuber streaming in the Lego category with 143 viewers. That's a good thing. And, you know, some of the usual suspects that we know and love, right? And this is bringing, you know, maybe these folks who, you know, wouldn't necessarily like normally, Oh my God, you're at the channel follow limit again. For crying out loud. Quick, chat. I need a fail horn. I need a fail horn, chat. I have one. I have this one. Oh, Twitch. The max following you can have max channels you can follow is 2,000. All right. Well, anyways, that was going to be a cool. So like see, I didn't know it was also a sticker. Anyone else unfull screened and dragged across 2 monitors to see if more categories popped up? Ooh, I did not. It won't allow me to do that. How do you do that? Okay. Well, here, these have headings that are categories. Art, miniatures and models, food and drink, writing and reading, beauty and body art. That's it. Just 8, no more. Fiber arts. But then like, okay, so, we got some we have some usual suspects. We have some people that look like they're just kind of, randomly happen to be in the category. Like, and I'm not, it's not like I know everyone in creative, but I do know a lot of people. But like, okay, so then you go browse. Just chatting. Like, dude. Hey, it's Kanara. We love Kanara. Please go follow Kanara. Fellow Twitch Women's Guild. Oh, look. Kit Boga's live. But like, there's no subcategories of just chatting, right? Like, there's no, like, sure, you can use tags, search tags. Only 3 people, including myself, in just chatting using the crocheting tag. Nobody using fiber arts. Oh, I'm using fiber arts, all one word. Thank you, Robot Wizard. You have 11 across? What do you mean? And then, let's say creative. See? Fortnite versus CSGO. People use the creative tag when what they mean is creative mode in a video game. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that's not something that's creative because you're creating things in it. But if you're just playing somebody else's creative map, you found not many people use the tags like that because you found like 1 person when looking for cross stitchers. Like, this is an IRL stream, and it's in just chatting with the creative tag. IRL had 12 categories. IRL has 12 categories, huh? Browse, IRL. Just chatting is an IRL category, but so is IRL. Okay. Just chatting, special events, IRL, sports, talk shows and podcasts, ASMR, pools, hot tubs and beaches, animals, aquariums, and zoos. What are the other four? Fitness and health, sports, science and technology, chess. Oh, yeah, probably Robot Wizard. How is chess an IRL category? Oh, and look what happened. Look what happened. Talk shows and podcasts. When I refreshed this, it swapped around which categories were visible. Why is chess an IRL category? Most people play chess online on this platform. They're not playing with another person sitting in front of them. Like, clearly they do stream chess tournaments where people are sitting across from each other playing, but how is that an IRL versus tabletop or board games? I mean, I'm not saying that that they might have their reasons, but like, what are those reasons? Games, IRL, music and DJs, creative, and esports are like the main subdirectories. And these are showing them to you based on interest, right? So if we click just chatting, I can choose to sort the just chatting stuff, I believe. Grid or carousel. I thought you could sort this based on viewership if you wanted to. But it's showing this to me based on interest. Chelsea Bites, our former Twitch Women's Guild leader. I mean, she'll always be a guild leader to me. Yeah, I mean, like, the just chatting category is so huge. It's really enormous. Like, I'm in there right now, but like, if I organized this by viewership, I'd be a ways down, which is fine. It's that's not me talking badly about myself. I'm just saying, right? Like, with how many people stream in this category and how a lot of them have, like, you know, 4.8, 4.8, 4.6, 4.3 thousand viewers. You know, it's a big category. Like, so here's what I wonder is, like, you know, if you don't just sit here and scroll through this, because, like, how many of you sit there and just go to a category like this, a big category like this, and scroll till you find something you want to click on? Like, most of us have habits and spaces, you know, once we've been here for a while, that we feel you do maybe twice a year. You never really do that. Like to go out of your way to find someone completely outside of your normal circles. I do it every once in a while. I mean, and if I wanted to, I could filter to like English. Because a bunch of these are not English language. I can read a little bit of it. As smatriam means we watch. But that makes me wonder, are these just rebroadcast channels? Что ты? Whoa, what is happening? I'm not doing anything. That was weird. I was not touching anything. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what the solution to all of this is. I'm not saying I have the be all, the answer to all these questions or anything. I just You feeling snacky, Steve? You hangry? You'll search for tags sometimes, but even that rarely. Like, okay, so what happens when we search for Lego? Just searching for Lego. Didn't know Lego had an official channel. When was the last time Lego streamed? 5 years ago? We're just talking about the platform, Steve. What? How come? AZ, what's the deal? Lego guys, why isn't Lego like pulling a NASA? Hello? Did this event they did 5 years ago flop? I know. That's true. That's very true, Robot Wizard. Well, that's why they work with the streamers. That's why they source that out to someone and work with the streamers. Hello? Sure. If you're willing to share that information, of course. You'd be welcome to. What? Basically, it's YouTube or nothing? We don't know. We don't know what to do with Twitch. Oh my God. They could hire so many of you as consultants. I bet you guys would be willing to be paid in Lego gift cards to help them. Don't volunteer that. Ask for real money. Get paid. But I mean, I'm saying like many of you would probably just love the opportunity to work side by side with them. And maybe get some advance releases as part of the deal. Like, sometimes Twitch comes to their streamers and says, hey, we have a new feature we'd like to test out. And if you help us with some stuff ahead of time, we will then give you access to it early. which is very smart. That's going to highly motivate people, particularly those that would be likely to use that feature in the first place. So that's one thing Twitch is doing right. Come on, Lego. That's interesting. I'm shocked that they feel like they don't know what to do with Twitch. Because this is what I said. I told them, you know how there's drops for video games? Why don't we have drops for creative categories in connection with brands that provide the materials? TikTok, Insta, and YouTube pull more. It's all about the numbers. Yeah. See, and this is one reason why we're so lucky that somebody like, for example, Jang, who could just keep doing what he's doing over on YouTube, chooses to come over here and create his live content on this platform. I don't remember that, but I also, how long ago was that? I don't know. Could you imagine if a company that we use all the time took the time to check out Twitch with Makers and Crafting and decide, hey, this looks amazing? They could have those with all the new pieces, and you drop ship those out if you get enough drop points or something to be redeemed on the website. Well, what it would be probably would be something like, hey, is there a subscription-based service like, for example, a VIP premium membership program where you earn like extra points for your purchases, or you have access, early access to sales and stuff like that. So with Lego people, it's all about getting hold of the sets as early as possible, right? If they had a pay for a subscription-based program that earned you even more VIP points, do they have this? Kind of like Hobie Plus or, there's other sites that do this. You pay a monthly fee and you get a bundle of points every month, or like Crew Pack in Fortnite, etc. I understand you couldn't do yet another subscription service, but what if you could gift 2 subs in a channel and receive 30 days of a trial to that service that you could cancel? So that's what they did with Crunchyroll, that kind of thing. There's not currently anything like that for Lego. There's been some rumblings about some kind of Lego subscription service. So like you still would earn points if you're not part of their subscription service. All the subscription service would do would be to give you early access to certain sets maybe, and bonus points. Imagine if they buy an actual set, you get that blueprint or minifig on Lego Fortnite. There's so many ways that this could be connected to games and all that stuff. Hang out while someone is I said that. I said, hang out while somebody's building Lego and get a Lego Fortnite skin code. As a drop for watching someone stream in Lego and brick building. Like, this system already exists. It could be used to the advantage of plenty of types of content, not just video games. Why am I giving them all my good ideas? I don't know. Maybe these ideas would be really hard to execute, but it seems like they do it plenty with other things. How about the people that just don't know the difference about the different sets or styles of Lego there are, or just don't realize that it's more for just, more for more than just kids? It's all right. They won't listen to me or anyone. Well, I don't know that that's true because they've been reaching out to me and I've had conversations with them already. And I actually relayed that idea to them. This requires Lego to care about Twitch. Well, maybe the category is a step in the right direction toward that. I don't know. They could do a live stream from Legoland. Lego could be streaming the new sets with guest creators. Not necessarily having to bring them into the studio. Just have the designer of the set and someone who's a prominent Lego streamer on the platform simultaneously building the set on their own streams from their like own video feeds and talking about how the set was designed, what plans they have for other sets that might be similar, what inspired them to want to create that set in the first place. You know, it's entirely possible that many of those folks that design Lego sets aren't interested in being on camera, but that would be cool. They have a partner program, but for YT only, from your understanding. Nintendo Direct, but for Lego. You imagine they'd have to get approval from Lego for the category name for legal reasons. Yeah. Did Twitch have to reach out to Lego? See? I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that. Imagine there was a Lego stream. They announced a new model by sitting someone down with the instructions on page 1. New parts are given as the instructions need them. Watch a chat pop as they try to guess what it is. Once finished, give them a pre-order link with early access by a few days. Won't be surprised if the Lego part gets taken away. They have that Lego live event, but it's not good and not streamed here. Zach, tell me how you really feel, bro. It's not good. I'm shocked that they're not tapping into what is clearly a market of people who, you know, many of whom have dispensable income. Have you seen a Zach M. Rutledge stream?
Welcome to the fart zone.
Chen, I love you so much. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome to the fart zone.
Chen, we love you. Welcome to the Fart Zone Readers. We're talking about the changes to the creative subdirectory on the platform. Get the CEO of Lego to do a Lego walk live on Twitch. You might be the reason why they don't want to be. Listen,
Chicken attack!
Raiders, welcome on in. Chen, we love you. Well, here, I'll show you. Back. Or here, we could just go here. Browse. Creative. And there are three new creative categories. Miniatures and models, writing and reading, and Lego and brick building. And I can already hear all of us fiber artists going, fiber arts? Hello? We make up quite a bit of the creative community, actually. Like, I would say probably sometimes anywhere up to like half of makers and crafting is people doing crochet, knitting, cross stitch, sewing. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing. I'm estimating. Here. Megan of all trades is not crocheting right now, I don't think, but does. They do leather working. Not quite the same, but you know. There's like a sewing element to it. Pocket Roddy's cross stitching. This is a knitting stream. Yarnia's doing knitting, probably, or crochet, maybe. Crochet. KB Fibers is knitting. This is a Lego. Azure Koi is Legoing, but in makers and crafting. Crochet, cross stitch. This is a sculpting stream. Knitting. I can't tell what this one is. Wholesome, creative, safe space, English. This is 3D printing. Well, it's Maker Deck. And I'm pretty sure almost all of these are 3D printers. Elfie 64 looks like art of some kind. Whip art. Don't know. Creating black icons in stitch form. Lego insects too. So Lego but under makers and crafting. Like, I don't know. Wait until they see you on the 19th. Wait, what? Wait. On the 19th. What's happening on the 19th? Thank you so much for the raid, Chen. What sticky do you want for my desk? I've got squid, fish. I love your face. Thank you so much for bringing people by. If you've never been here before, I'm 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. Very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname many years ago. Thankfully for said coworker, I have an excellent sense of humor and the nickname stuck, unlike the top half of my finger. Squid, steak, bread, fish, salmon, bell pepper, ham, broccoli, chop and broccoli, garlic, bacon, cabbage, or spam. I don't like spam. The user voice for the brick building category has been around for 8 years. You feel like Fiber Arts is also the easiest, cheapest handmade art form you can get into fast in a single trip to the store with maybe $15. Elfie does e-sculpting. And hellos, everyone. Hello, Himawari. Lego bug set is so cool. Fun builds. Very cool. Oh, Lord. What's happening on the 19th? If you go looking at a category, you think they need to do some fuzzy category viewing as in a directory tree. So if you look at a makers and crafting, you'll see Lego and Fiber Arts and model building. But then if you click Lego, you see Lego and maybe some with the tags. Are you talking about the 19th of last month or the 19th of this month? Ham. Thank you so much for the raid, Chen. I love your face. Ella, how are you, friend? Please give Chen, who's been around in creative forever, it is a really great friend of the stream, a follow. Please give our friend Chen Chenawa a follow. Awesome content creator, friend, crafter. Will you be building? Wait, I'm so confused. Cupid cosplay stream on the 19th? Dear Lord, what time? That sounds terrible. Time. When? You are at fault here because you helped AZ hit partner. I think we're coming up to your 7th stream anniversary soon. Oh my goodness. Just got home from Hubs and your in-laws. How's he doing? How are you doing? I hope you're doing all right, all things considered. We love you. Otherwise, early categories could be isolating. That's what we're talking about. You know, we don't want 11 a.m. Eastern. Can't remember when you go live on Saturdays, except it's just wings and whatever else Cupid wears or not wears.
Ooh, 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 ayo.
Chen, please take good care of yourself. Go de-stream if you need to. We love you. You're all right, really. He is feeling some side effects of his radiotherapy, but other than that, good. Everyone, please keep Ella, her husband, and her whole family in your thoughts. But I'm super glad that he was able to be moved from the hospital to his parents' place and that you're able to, you know, go and see him there while he's recuperating from this first phase of treatment. So, I mean, you know, again, yes, changes, changes, they can feel kind of scary, right? We've all become, you know, familiar with and comfortable in our routines when it comes to like what spaces we inhabit on the platform. I think that change is good. Even if only because it forces us to shake up how we think about what we're doing. Early categories are small and isolating, just like those 3 people playing that one game who have 1 to 2 watchers, but making it fuzzy, then others show up in the category to make it easier to jump between when looking for others. My husband asked me, well, can you stream to more than one category? And I said, that could potentially be a nightmare and just abused blatantly by people, I think. Oh my goodness, Ella, I am so glad to hear that. And that is such a hard part of a loved one being very ill is, you know, like, sure, maybe you can hold their hand and that's better than nothing. But we love you so much. And I hope and pray that he will have successful and you know, I love you so much. It's not, cancer sucks. Well, somehow I managed to go past the middle point of this and now have to sit here and frog. You remember when there wasn't makers and crafting or art, it was all creative or IRL. And that made sense back then because the platform was so exclusively, thank you for gigantomoting. I don't know. Again, I think that, you know, change is not always a bad thing. And if it sparks additional interest in our corner of the platform, just by virtue of introducing 1 or 2 new, you know, 3 new categories, however many it was that they introduced, 4. I don't think I went that far, actually. I had started into the middle of a row that I shouldn't have kept doing the extension. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it if it helps rejuvenate, you know, people's approach. But like Zach said, like some people have pointed out, pushing people to separated categories can sometimes, you know, even though it might make it easier to find specific content, also make it harder for people to find each other. But this is also why you need to try to use tags efficiently, because you can always search the whole platform for tags. Can't you? Let's try it. Lego. Live channels tagged Lego. Two last points. It's not a fix that will just make things better overnight. You've heard some streamers already say, should make us easier to find. Should. So, like, you know, here's what it looks like when you just say, hey, I want to see everything that is live channels related to Lego. And so makers and crafting, Lego and brick building, just chatting. I texted my son the word poop, trying to help him find his phone, and he just now responded to it. Doesn't ever pay attention and look at the fact that that was sent yesterday at 7:34 a.m. when he could not find his phone in the morning while leaving for school. Oh, to be 14 years old and completely wrapped up in your own little world again. Wait, never mind. Someone say poop. Now he's texting me about something that happened at school. I may or may not have actually bought yarn last night. Why? I don't know, because I need it. I actually did need it. And because Hobie exists and I needed I'm actually almost out of plain white acrylic yarn and almost out of completely out of one color of velour yarn that I need for the bread plushies. And what were the other ones? Oh, they had a deal on Universe, the sparkly yarn, and it was like $5.30 a ball. Come on, you're killing me. Absolutely killing me. I love that I can just fly through this and I don't have to do color changes. I just have to pay attention at the ends and make sure I'm actually decreasing now when I get to each end. Did the hard part first. Now you need a project for it. I also bought some yarn with points that I have from Hobie because they keep giving me these points. And they have other stuff too you can buy with your points, like basket inserts. Like wooden basket inserts for making crocheted baskets. You were looking for the wallpaper you still need to finish for Mario Day. You couldn't find it this morning. Found it this evening. Oh, that's good. Could do what blindfolded? Crochet? It would depend on the project. So when I'm, it's a little bit harder for me to figure out where to put, the stitches when, okay, so right now I'm on the third double crochet and now I need to go over, this part is hard, is finding where the, where to connect at the top of the next cluster over. Well, don't you dare feel bad about any of that, Ella. You've been dealing with a lot. We love you. You're good. I still have stuff I have to send out from several campaigns ago, and still need to do a painting for DM Booker, a painting for AJ, a painting for Why Have You Done This? Those are really old. I've been dragging my feet for literal years now. Because I feel like you guys responded too well to it. This used to happen to me when I was a kid too. When people were like, oh my gosh, you are really good at that. I would be like, nope, don't want to touch it anymore. You are setting expectations way too high. Gotta go. See ya, bye. Do not perceive me. That's how your kid is. The moment you showed interest or encouragement, zip out. Yeah. Oh, wait. See, I just about did it. We need to... turn. Because we're decreasing now. Not going to say those words, but you are what? You are at this? I know. Okay, so different, very different when I have practiced. I will accept compliments about my crochet. Don't at me, bro. To an extent, right? Much more readily than I would about like painting or something like that, because I have literally a lifetime of experience doing this. And it's just muscle memory mostly. Good. Like, what does that mean? The Bob Ross quote, talent is a pursued interest. I'm fast and accurate. I have good tension because I have sat and crocheted millions of stitches, millions and millions and millions and millions. I've made huge blankets. I've made plushies galore. I've made hats, scarves, granny squares, bookmarks, costume pieces, all of it. Slippers, tons. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great time zone. I'm just working on a project, and we were chatting about some new categories Twitch just introduced. And I'm in just chatting because mostly we're talking. But I am a crochet streamer most of the time. I don't know. I've been doing more gaming here and there lately. The only problem with the constant crocheting is it was causing me some discomfort. So I had to like kind of back off of like nothing but crochet. I'm as good as anybody else with this level of experience. Anyone can crochet like this. And even if you're not as fast as me, if your stuff looks the way you want it to when you're done, that's what matters. It doesn't matter how fast you do it. Why does everything have to be about speed or like comparing ourselves to other people? It's not a competition. Even that woman, Lisa Gentry, I'm sure that like it was cool to be able to get into the Guinness Book of World Records for being like the world's fastest crocheter and everything. But like you do not crochet as fast as she does just because you were like, I'm going to be the world's fastest crocheter. You crochet as fast as she did because you like constantly crocheting. Because you found something that you never get tired of. That you never get tired of doing it. Like, sure, you can have the idea that like it would be cool if I could beat the record or set the record or whatever it is. If you can put a loop through a loop with consistent tension, which is a learned skill for sure, yes, you will naturally speed up. And what I'm doing is actually relatively simple compared to a lot of other projects. This part right here, where I have to turn because I'm now decreasing, is the part that requires the most concentration because you don't extend. Instead, you slip stitch to connect and then slip stitch your way back because you're just creating the flat edge right here of the corner instead of continuing out. I like tulip hooks. If you type exclamation point hooks, you'll get my Amazon Associates link to purchase some for yourself. Well, I mean, there's various approaches in terms of, you know what I need to get figured out and fix? I can't get into my Amazon Associates stuff on the website. I can only create links like that on my phone. Captain Hook. Some of the earliest evidence of knitting is actually from Egypt. Positive, I believe. Not sure about crochet, but I'm sure that there's probably some info out there on the internets. Crochet cannot be reproduced by machines. Not yet, anyway. So if you see a crocheted item for sale at a store for like $15, that means a human got paid very little money to sit and make it by hand. I hate to burst your bubble, but the cheap crocheted bikini you found at Target was made. The person was paid pennies to make it. Hi, baby. How was your day, sweetie pie? Nope. Oh my goodness, Ramona. How was your day? Okay, that is not where your things belong, my child. Go put them away. Go put your... Just do it right away when you come through the door, baby. Just do it right away. And get it over with, honey bear. I'm trying to help you. Get it over with, sweet pea. I love you. Get it over with. Put the stuff away. Hey, Finn. Finn again. Could be Moxie about the fishing nets. Could be socks. Yeah. Knitted socks in Egypt. Share some of that kid energy with us old folk. Crochet cannot be produced by machine at a cost-effective level to make the machine worth the cost. But more fun to drop it and leave you to pick. Oh my goodness, Yarny Pixie. Hi, Mazzle Dazzle. No worries. No worries. IRL before URL. Moni. I have a question for you.
What is it? Just tell me.
Did you decide for sure what you're going to be for Halloween? What?
Rosalina.
She wants to be Rosalina. Do you know why she wants to be Rosalina?
Because it's from Mario.
No, but that's not the real reason. I know what the real reason is.
Because I love princesses.
Because when I suggested that you could just use the dress that you already have for a Princess Peach costume, you got angry because that meant you weren't going to be able to get a new costume. So now you want to be Rosalina because I will have to buy you a new I see right through you, child! I wish I had the time to make it for her. Because it's a ball gown. E had designed a ball gown to be a neon princess. Yeah. She's like, how can I get mom to go shopping for me?
I want
Easy, right in my ear. Don't point it right at my ear.
Please.
Get
can talk about it.
X-rayed.
I want to look on Amazon right
Yeah, no. Hey, we do not point this right into somebody's. Doing it like this is plenty, and we do. Hey, even if I'm talking quietly, if I were to put that right at your ear, you would understand. Not cool. Get X-rayed. Why do I like the tulip hook so much? I like the rubber handles, the ergonomic type handles,
Cat, you are
but I like, and it has a thumb rest. It has the thumb rest. Come on, camera. Ramona, I love you. You're beautiful. The camera wants to look at you instead of the hook. Anyways,
Trolling 9.
it has a flat space for your thumb, but it's not. You could totally use it pencil hold too. I'm a knife hold or overhand.
Chat, you
And
are.
then stop. You're doing it right in my ear, and it really hurts. You can do it. Just here. Let me turn the volume down. There you go.
Chat, you
I
are.
love you.
Chat, you are arrested.
Even I have a limit for loudness.
Chat, you are arrested for trolling 9.
So I like that it's the soft rubberized grip handle, but it's not. And we have ads coming in about 3 minutes, just so you know. It's not a big. Go to jail.
Right away.
A big bulky. Right to jail.
Right away.
Thank you. Thank you for the stickers, Robot Wizard.
Right to jail. Right away.
Welcome to the fart
Oh
zone.
my goodness. Azure! We were just talking about you. Azure, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the fart zone, Raider. How was your stream? Azure is going to be a guest on our front page stream on the 20th.
To the fart zone. Welcome to the fart zone. Welcome.
Let's use a snooze, please, if we could. Maybe I have to use them. I'm not sure if you guys can unless you're an editor. Can you? Robot Wizard Ella, can you guys use snoozes? You did a Lego Chocobo and some Shrinky Dinks. I can't remember. I should know this because I mod for other people. We saw that. So we were talking about the new Lego and brick building category, and I saw that you were not streaming in it, but I get why. We were discussing all of the pros and cons of introducing a whole separate category for Lego and brick building, miniatures and models, writing and reading, and what was the last one? Well, beauty and body art was always there. Art, software and game development, makers and crafting, food and drink, miniatures and models, Lego and brick building, writing and reading, and beauty and body art. Not a choice, you're just a derp. No, but that's a thing, though, is that people were like, well, it's dividing us up too much. I still think a subcategory would be better. Stay in makers and crafting, but have subcategories, which is kind of what tags are supposed to do. Currently, Lego and brick building has 285 viewers. Miniatures and models has 500. If you sort... So... Studio J7. I've never heard of this person. So, I mean, you know, I'm not... This is a person doing Warhammer minis, it looks like. I mean, we sell... Dude, we sell Warhammer at the shop. Like, we sell D&D minis. I don't know why I'm not painting minis. I know that. Yarny Pixie, a lot of us do just chatting because there's so much more viewership in the category. It's really tough. Like I love makers and crafting. I stream makers and crafting all the time. And I'm doing a super simple project today that requires very little, if no, attention paid on my part. It's just mindless, single color back panel. I may or may not have something up my sleeves that's 10,000 clusters. Zach, if you were doing a queen size corner to corner, would you do 100 by 100? Because these are almost, they're like about an inch. 100 by 100 will make up for the fact that it's not quite an inch. And it would be maybe around 90 inches square. How many would you do for a queen size blanket? That would be about a queen size, but it would stretch a little too. It's fine if it's a little bigger, right? We don't want it to be like significantly smaller. I may or may not have something up my sleeve. But I was smart and I made it something that would be a big project, but would be a lot less color changes. Let's be fair, we do a lot of just chatting before we get to the craft. Yeah. Your guess is that I have arms up my sleeves. Positive, nothing gets by you. American Queen sound is 60 by 80. So I read 90. I read 90. Adds in about 3 minutes unless snooze or unless we want to test if we can snooze. Azure, put your website in the chat when we give you a permit. Tell us when you have your link ready, okay? And what sticky do you want? We're doing stickies for raiders. We're doing the stickies that we do for gift subs. We were doing it for charity, and I was like, Miro suggested it. I was like, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't I do a sticky for you? Thank you. You know, some people are sharing the love. Ready? Some people are sharing the love. Can I beat the mods? Every time you look for a blanket size, you find 3 or 4 different measurement sets. Yeah. AzureKoi.com. Please, everybody, check out AzureKoi.com. I am excited for my stuff. I think I think it might have been payout. Did you receive an order from Throne, Azure? Wait, I did one on my own. Did somebody else buy another one? I don't know. You hyped to see what goes in the toast. Just a little toot. Thank you. Thanks, Maz. You do 100 by 108 for king-sized corner to corner. 100 by 108. So 108 is the, so that's like, there's a short end that goes at the end of the bed. Short end goes at the head and the foot. Of course. Yes. Please see if you can do it. Go ahead and use one. Hi, Miro. How are you? I hope work went okay today. Welcome in, friend. So if you guys didn't hear, they introduced several new categories under the creative subdirectory, but they also are recruiting people for the creator clubs, including the Artists and Makers Club. If you have not yet filled out the application for the creator clubs for Artists and Makers, please make sure you do so. This is separate from and totally different, a similar idea, but a different purpose than the Unity guilds, which are also accepting applications. So content clubs, the creator clubs, are centered around common interests, like we're all art and crafting and creative streamers, or we all do IRL, or we're DJs, or music streamers, VTubers, coding and co-working. So they introduced 4 new clubs that they're going to be recruiting for, so you can fill out the application and indicate that you're interested in any of the 6 clubs. But they will be implementing the DJs and IRL clubs first, and then doing artists and makers, coding and co-working, music, and VTubing. You for sure applied to makers, yes. And I know Pix has been talking about this a ton because they also solicited feedback from him, and I think might even be asking him if he'd like to fill a leadership position, which is great because I can't think of a better person, honestly. I would gladly help in that way. And I told them I would be happy to help in whatever way they would like me to. But few people besides like Pix and Mokos have been more vigilant in their promotion of the creative categories in my circles that I have had experience with. There is an application. Here, let me get the direct link to the app. If you want to go watch my video, you can, but you certainly don't need to. It's in their blog. Here is the link to the blog article. And if you read the article and you scroll, apply here. This is the application link. You may select as many clubs as you feel you would qualify for. They do want to see that you have that you're active in the categories. Why? What's wrong? Why is the price wrong? Are you okay? Is it still really hot? Are you hungry?
#1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town.
Dance break. So you need to fill this out, but this is different from guild apps. Guild apps are completely separate, and you need to have filled out the streamer survey to qualify for Unity Guild's membership. Your knitting needles think some price is wrong. That was accidental. That is amazing. Over the age of 18. Over the age of 18, affiliated or partnered, doesn't matter where you're located. This is not limited to North America like some of the guild stuff has been up till recently. They've started expanding the guilds to international locations. I know the Black Guild is now accepting people from the UK. And that's been the plan all along. They just didn't want to implement the guilds and have it be like way too much, way too fast. They wanted to make sure that they were serving people properly. Isn't this my day off? I need to rest my voice sometime. Anyway, I can't stay away from you guys. No, I mentioned earlier that if possible, I'm going to try and do a Wednesday stream this month as a thank you to all of you for all of your support last month. What I'm probably not going to do as much of is streaming in the evening. So I appreciate the concern. You are the last person in here who gets to say anything, Miro. It is about time. I appreciate you. Here, we're going to use one more snooze so that we don't have an ad break right before we end. Seriously, just a TLDR on what we talked about today. I think even though this may have some unintended consequences that would be difficult for our community as a larger group, that it could, again, draw some people from other corners of the platform over to the creative categories in general. And what we all need to do, those of us who've already been here, who already know and love creative, go in to the streams of the new people. Break out of your routine. Welcome them to our corner of the platform. Maybe they have already streamed Lego, but now they're trying this new category. Go in there, follow them, introduce yourself, like network. Don't, come in and announce that you're a streamer, especially if they have self-promotion prohibited in their rules. Genuinely go in there and check out what they're about and get to know them. Make them feel like, oh, I should stream in these categories more often. Everyone over here is so nice. Everyone over here is so engaged and chatty. Obviously, if you're lurking people, that is helpful too. I'm not trying to force people not to lurk. I'm saying if you're feeling like hanging out and chatting, go and find somebody who is new to the creative categories. They are now. Thank you, Miro. And give them, I have plenty of time, by the way. Appointment's not until like almost an hour from now, and it only takes us about 15 minutes to walk there. But thank you, though. I do appreciate the reminder. Thank you so much. Please show those people some love. Let me see if we can find someone, unless there's anybody from Team Quirky Cluckers. No one live from the team besides me right now. You guys, thank you so much for all of your incredible, fantastic, lovely energy today. Your kindness. I really appreciate it. I think that we absolutely can work together with these changes to make them something that's good for everybody. I see lots of people live who we could raid. This is hard. Jeez. You know who just got partner? But I don't think is actually on screen, though. Yeah. John Lee Music just got partner. I'm not going to be able to stop these ads in 90 seconds. Crud. John Lee Music just got partner. I saw him in the partner Discord. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Let's go. We could raid Kanara. We haven't raided Kanara in a minute. Let's raid Kanara. Let's raid a Women's Guild friend. I love Kanara. Please come with us. Food and drink content. Fellow Pacific Northwesterner. Amazing content creator. Super sweet person. Has this really cool stove. Wait till you get over there and see it. And has the whole thing decked out and all this spoopy stuff. One of my favorite people. I got to meet her at not this last TwitchCon, but the one before that. She is incredible. Please come with us on the raid. Support me and her simultaneously. Thank you, Poultry pledges. This week I will be sending out your sticker rewards for Plucky Pullets and above. Thank you, Fourth Wall members. It is so helpful. The people who choose to support not only here by being in chat and or subscribing, etc., but also over on these platforms. You help make it so I can continue to do this full time. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who gifted subs today. Thank you for the raids. Thank you, mods. Please do something nice for yourselves between now and the next time that I see you, because why, chat? Why? So you should definitely go on the raid because the ads are coming and I always stay on after. So I have room to put cards up on YouTube VODs because self-care is important and you are worth it. And I love you guys. Bye.